Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Persona 5 Royal. We're at part 14, and we're just going to be carrying on with the story for a bit until we get to the next palace. We're going to be learning about our next party member, Futaba Sakura, and Sojiro's also going to be having some secrets of his own, which we'll eventually find out. And joining me once again is my brother Jude from Matama Workshop.
Hello.
Let's go to bed.
And hello to Instinct. I don't know if he's here yet. This seems like a message.
10:25 a.m. was message.
Yeah. But if he has shown up, then hello.
Hey, it's me.
Yes, I know. It said Ryuji on the phone.
Yeah, I could see your picture just right there. Yeah, let me sleep.
Come on. So, like...
Forget all about my homework just so I can have fun. Yep, that's definitely school life.
That's pretty much my attitude to homework.
Yep.
How did he hear that?
I don't know.
How loud does Joker have his
Turn
phone
in for the
set
night.
to?
Yeah, well, Ryuji is also a pretty loud person, to be fair. Oh boy.
What's up?
Actually, we're going to be getting Ryuji's and Yusuke's Showtime attack pretty early.
Oh, I look at Yusuke there was Ryuji's like, hey, what's going on there? And then he's just,
You need some money for...
that's all he got.
Not this time. I've actually been mulling over a new battle tactic for a while now, and I'd like for you to lend a hand in bringing my idea to fruition.
Oh, a new move?
You're saying you'll have the usual?
Well, it's merely a rough idea at this point, but... What do you think?
Wasn't that, like, way more detailed than some rough idea?
I don't know, it cut
Deserve
that.
Such praise. I would merely prefer to add a splash of beauty to an otherwise barbaric battlefield, so to speak.
Sick! So, all we gotta do now is see how the star reacts to your idea, right?
We should consult Jose about this soon. However, I can feel my appetite growing after describing my idea.
Same here.
Let's go get the usual.
Oh!
It's so hot.
It's as if we're walking around in an enormous sauna.
That's Persona 4, Yusuke.
Yeah.
Yours. And just look at that crowd. Smiling faces everywhere you look. With that, let's move right into asking some of the visitors here for their comments.
This is a completely new scene to Royal, by the way, for those who played only the original.
Yeah. It doesn't really add much, as I remember.
Bobs can get out of here.
It's just like another thing to do,
Let's
or
interview
whatever.
those three.
Hey, is she talking about us?
What the?
What do we do?
Yep, just
Good point.
calm
Look even
things
more
down,
suspicious if we
people.
panic now.
They got us.
Oh, hell.
Oh my god, they got us.
Real cringy comments, so I can't use any of the footage.
Hello. It sure is hot today, huh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And if it's this hot in July, can you imagine just how insane the weather's gonna be in December?
Anyway, since you're here for the festival, does
Trash
that mean you and your
Bandicoot
friends
says
here
this
are
game
meat
is
lovers?
overly hyped and trash.
I'd say that we're really
Can't say I agree with you.
Yeah.
No, it's not the right place to be saying that. We're
Yeah.
5 fans. I'm guessing Persona 3 or 2 fan, perhaps.
That was too close.
That was truly cringeworthy. But are you certain that they won't air any of it?
I'm pretty sure she thought there was a broadcast disaster. We ought to be okay.
More important than that, though, it's time to get some meat.
Oh, right, my kebab.
I didn't notice
The lines for the
everybody
food
was
stall
like super
even
bright for a
insaner
minute, so
than
I
heat.
lowered down the color correction for that.
Yeah, I was just I was noting that everything looked really, really bright
And almost
for a
all the good
moment,
stuff was
and then it
Yeah.
went away.
I didn't even eat
Not sure why that
breakfast
is for this
morning.
specific game.
I'm starting to get lightheaded.
It's never usually been an issue on OBS.
Still, an occasion like this seems to make everything taste delicious. How mysterious.
So we'll go check that thing out.
What thing?
I heard they're building some kind of huge-ass stadium or something nearby. Wait, was that what it was?
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
A stadium. Well, such buildings often have intriguing architecture. I'd love to see it for personal reference.
Yeah, then come on, let's go.
Oh, to be in a place with that many crowded people today. Right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a little outdated.
They seem to be premature spectators.
To be fair, it came on like it came out on like the very start of COVID.
I suppose, yeah.
Jumping the gun.
There ain't nothing to do here. You want to go grab a bite somewhere?
You just ate!
I'm considering
There was like a
survive.
whole buffet
Another
of
summer
food
assignment to
there.
work on. Also, the summer festival drained my coffers. Even if I did grab a bite, all I could order would be water and a hot towel.
Well, in
Can't
that
eat
case,
water in a hot towel.
Probably ought to just call it quits for today.
I know he's strapped for cash, but come on.
Hey, isn't that Yoshizawa? Don't you?
No, it's the
Where?
other girl. It's the other girl
She
with the
did
red
mention something about a
ponytail
meat earlier.
in the entire school.
Ain't you guys headed home? Huh? Well, see you then.
Yes, catch you later.
Very informal, a Yusuke for once.
Yeah, I was thinking very hip.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Yes. Did you come to see the stadium too? Same here. I needed to give myself a pep talk.
I randomly go to a
Sometimes
location just to give myself a
down,
pep
but I
talk.
can
Yeah,
hear.
sure, that makes sense.
That doesn't really answer your question, does it? I know this may get in the way of your plans, but would you be willing to join me for lunch?
Who made you cry, Kasumi?
Who did it?
That was delicious.
And now for 5 hours of exercises.
Eh.
I'm always like this after a meet. In all honesty, I'd like to keep going, but any more will end up harming my performance. Simply put, it was a disaster. I've been feeling like I'm getting back into the natural flow of things, thanks to you, Senpai. But when the moment of truth arrived,
I haven't done
body
anything.
still didn't move the way that I wanted it to.
We only met up like a few times.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's our countdown at? Like 2, 3?
3,
Yes, I've really hit a
Not
wall.
exactly done a lot.
Something similar happened to me.
Johan
in high
Yarnstrom
school.
says 2 weeks
Back
before
then, I had
SMT5, and
someone
hey
on my
all.
side that kept me going.
Well,
Hello,
over 2 weeks.
Johan.
Hello, Johan.
Yeah, finally. Gonna get SMT5 after all these years.
I
Yeah.
have a younger sister.
Maybe the SMT
Promised
fan
each
base
other
can
that we'd win
stop
international gymnastics.
complaining
They're
that
not gonna
Persona's...
stop.
But this
No.
time,
But...
We already know the
maybe?
answer.
You never know.
I promised her we'd take the gold for our routines across the world. But I can't stop worrying about my lack of improvement lately. I've really been throwing myself into practice. But I wonder if even that won't be enough. Senpai, thank you for being so thoughtful. You just keep on rescuing me.
Snap out of it.
Okay, no more brooding. There are still more meets left this
She
year.
just lifted up her arms and like,
Start from
like
scratch and train
her
as
kind of
hard as
shirt
I
just
can.
extended weirdly.
Did it?
So much
Didn't
for
quite see.
listening.
No, the texture on the shirt on the armpit looked a little
Mind,
weird.
Body, and
Hmm.
spirit. Well, at least my mind and spirit are recharged. The best way to stave off hunger is with some vigorous.
I'm a pretty big
going to
eater
Japan.
myself, but
Take care.
good lord, even I couldn't
Even
eat,
then, yeah.
even I couldn't eat that much and still be hungry. Man. What is her food bill like?
Yeah, poor parents.
You're back.
You
What?
just standing there smoking? Well, got work you could be doing or something, Sojiro?
What did you say?
It's a quiet place. Of course he doesn't. There's hardly any business in here.
Oh man. Hey,
Thank you for reminding me. Morgana, I can now go see, Chihaya and, tell her about the Mementos request we, solved for her. And we got our 100,000 yen back after all that, grinding in Mementos too. Hooray.
Johan says, why do P5 characters have long necks, especially the female ones?
what do you think?
I know, I always felt like,
Fine.
I've suddenly forgotten his name. Crap. The first palace dude. Why is he... Kamoshida, thank you. I knew it was with a K. I was like, Kaneshiro? No, that's the third one. Why couldn't I remember his name? But anyway, he is, I think his neck is a little
Our
too
fleet should
long.
still be heading
I know Ans was
I think-
rather long in the, original personified box art, but that's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Chihaya's now. It is a little long, isn't it? I don't know if it's necessarily too long, but too thin.
completely
Maybe,
changed.
yeah, not quite enough fat
Like,
in
it's
it.
not in proportion. Yeah, it's like really, it's like a Tim Burton character or something. A really thin neck and a big head.
No. This must be some sort of trick. What are you, a scam artist? You made it.
Look who's talking.
Something, didn't you?
Yeah, aren't you the scam artist? I can't remember this entire confidant thing. Isn't she scamming?
Not, well, unbeknownst to her.
Pour Crimin into a metal drum and
Oh.
dump insects on him. You must have taken some sort of extreme measures. Well, you certainly do.
So you're a Phantom Thief. Ah, crap.
But there's no way that could have happened without you breaking the law. I mean, how could an
Yep,
ordinary
put
ice
the pieces
specialist
together.
change the course of fate? Fine. I'm just going to have to verify your power. The very power that reversed my tarot card prediction. This is quite a serious situation for a fortune teller like me. I need to get to the bottom of this. You won't have to do anything. Just sit next to me while I tell fortunes. And if another unopposable fate happens to appear...
Chatster's like, hello, welcome back. Says, when I first saw Maruki, I thought he was Ren's dad. Yeah, I
They do
can
have
see
similar hair, yeah. That would require his parents to actually care about him.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Nobody cares about Red, apparently.
I'll even prioritize your readings over my regular customers. Besides, I'll be able to provide much more accurate predictions once I get to know you better. How does that sound? Is it a deal?
Your deal is to give me predictions when we just shown that your predictions are wrong.
I beg you.
What a great deal, thanks.
Really can be changed. Oh, I am. Okay then.
And Ghost is fair, they do look similar. Yeah, I can see it.
Blow me off.
But like I said, that will require any parent in a persona to actually care about their child in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. And we can't have that.
Yeah,
Or-
they're
or-
either dead or they don't care. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Unless
Can't
we
be
were
dead.
lucky,
Can't be a
there's no
dead
way we
parent
could have
or
repeatedly done so many
a caring one.
crimes. Or perhaps you had someone you consulted who gave you precise advice. You're not getting away this time with just luck.
Oh, yes, I am.
I have it shut.
Maybe you don't even know the luck that's gonna be coming. Just so much luck.
Yeah, that we don't need that luck reading. We seem to just have a stupid amount already.
All right.
We probably might need that for kindness and all that.
Really something
But
that can
we'll
be
find out
changed?
eventually.
If it's really possible, then
But ideally, we want to get Chihaya to rank 5, I think it is, where we
it's
can
getting late.
pay her
Let's
to
close up shop
raise
for today.
confidants about a little bit if they're not ready to rank up just yet.
Say, she wants your contact info.
I'm not really sure why they had to add these scenes in Royal where, like, we have to see them exchange contact info. Like,
No.
I
I was generally assumed I would have
yeah, I always thought it just sort of went without saying
Until next
in the
time.
original.
That seems like a I don't know, like the really negative or whatever SMT fan base complaining about it. Like, oh, we
Yeah.
never see them exchange phone numbers, and then Atlas was like, oh well, yeah, we're gonna add it.
Hey,
Come on, we only got 2 more to rank up.
His phone just like clips through his pants.
Yeah. It's odd.
Another event? We just went to one. I mean, it's not Persona 4 Golden Bad, but they do a lot of stuff in this.
Well, yes, but the worst is gonna be in the next arc after this one.
Oh, yeah.
We're almost there, unfortunately.
Come to think of it,
I wonder how many parts it's gonna take to get through the next arc.
Yeah, it's what, 3 or 4 hours worth, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
about as long as it takes to get to Kamoshida's palace.
right when we
Yeah, it does take a long time.
Who is it?
Yeah, and this is not including all the like social, confidant stuff as well.
What could he mean by an insane group? Let's think about this after we get back. We don't have much time, so let's get going. Damn, it's so hot. The holiday means it's as crowded on here as it is for morning rush hour.
Again, unfortunate timing to show all these people crammed in pre-COVID.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's got a mask on.
Yeah,
There's one dude.
he's preparing. He tried to tell us that COVID was happening this whole time.
Wait, so all these people are going to the fireworks festival? Ugh, this should be
I
fun.
don't get why there are like 2 or 3 realistic looking ones sprinkled in.
Don't know.
Like, they all look like, you know, like the kind of silhouettes of themselves, and then there's like 2 or 3 ones that look correct. That's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being baked.
By the way, we normally say it at the start of the stream. We forgot to say it today. But if you have anything you want to ask Josh, you could say so in the comments. I'll read it out and we'll discuss it. Or maybe you just want to say what you were doing this week. You know, what games you're playing, anything you're excited for coming up. Like somebody mentioned earlier, SMT5 is out in a couple weeks.
Tell us
stuff
what
like that.
Tell us what you think of the Uncharted trailer.
Oh yeah, the Uncharted trailer. Sora came out this week. We tried him out. He was really fun. I like playing as him.
Not
He's
surprisingly,
very floaty.
yeah, a bit floaty, but surprisingly not quite as broken as they made him out to be.
That's right.
Oh, those 2 were on the train. They're the 2 detailed people.
Wanna
Yeah.
get together?
Are we getting hit on?
Foreshadowing.
Come on, let's go together.
Do you happen to be a model? You look great in that yukata.
Waiting around.
He does.
So can we just
Yeah,
go with these chicks?
rocks it.
And yet we have to wait till Strikers to see Ren in his.
Yeah.
We'll both
Don't,
apologize.
isn't it? He
And-
doesn't
and-
ever wear it in this.
Yeah, and Ryuji. He doesn't wear it either
Yeah.
in this game.
Racing your yukata.
Yeah, but Ren's is much
Womanhood.
better because it's just got a cat sticking out of it.
Mm.
Even though that cat's Morgana, it's still adorable.
How could you?
Why don't you go after them then? So those are the kinds of girls you like, Ryuji.
Well, No, that's...
You know, Yusuke's such a pretty boy, but he is really missing out because of what he says.
I guess. But he's more...
Johan says, nah, the best Smash fighter is me, Doom Guy.
Well, yeah, I know that. This must have disappointed a lot of people. But now we sort of get to have Doom Guy and Isabel together at long last.
Just put in a Master Chief me fighter costume and just piss off the fan base even more.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we never got that one.
Man, you both look amazing in yukata. Talk about Japanese beauty.
Oh, Ryuji.
Do.
Anime time.
In real life, making Makoto your girlfriend is hard because of how smart she is, says Chadster Sly.
I'd probably be intimidated in that I'm a dum-dum. Like, I wouldn't know what to say.
I would say yes and no on that, because I imagine, you know, some girls kind of like the sort of dim-witted guys, like, in that they have someone to teach, I guess. I mean, I'm not a girl, I couldn't say, but it's sort of a similar thing with Naoto and Kanji, I would argue.
I guess. Come back! No! Don't make us wait 3 or 4 hours.
And then go through a painful arc.
I guess everyone had the same idea.
Yeah, Haru just realized how much screen time she actually has in Vanilla Persona 5, and then she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
She's got a ride. Oh, time to show your skills, Mona. We need you as a car.
It's not possible in the real world.
My feet hurt. It's
Useless cat.
Festival's been canceled. This sucks.
Just for that, we're gonna add another hour to the Okumura arc.
No!
Lame. Aren't heroes that lurk in the shadows boring?
I like the shade.
That's what makes us cool? To be honest, I'm not a fan. I want to change the world with
Isn't that fan with a PH?
firework. Then again, we aren't gonna find someone bigger than Kaneshiro that easily.
The rain is letting up. Though it's regrettable, we should go our separate ways for today.
Yeah, let's go home.
So you won't tell me, no matter what.
I have nothing more to say to you about that.
I see. In that case, I have ways of making you talk.
This is another instance where she just seems like a
Thanks for
totally different person. Where she just completely goes super dark out of nowhere.
Hey, we're not done here yet.
First quarrel.
No, you moron.
Hi.
Past closing time. Clean up the place.
I mean, it already looks pretty clean. Did you actually have any customers today? You could have cleaned it yourself.
The recent psychotic breakdown incidents is still unknown. On to other news. The international hacktivist group Megid has released a statement to the Phantom Thieves.
Hacktivist. Ugh.
That's a word.
These are the details of the message that are posted on Megid's website. To the Phantom Thieves causing an uproar in Japan. Do not speak of your false justice. We do not need
because that's how people on the internet speak, yes.
We are the true executors of justice.
Phantom Thieves again?
However, we are magnanimous. We will give you an opportunity to repent your ways. If you agree to a change of heart, we will accept you as our own. If you reject our offer, the hammer of justice will find you.
Justice, huh?
We are Megid. We are unseen. We will eliminate evil. Akechi-san, why do you think this announcement was made at this time?
We brought him on
I
fast.
don't know the details,
Yeah.
but there's no doubt that they were provoked by the Phantom Thieves. Whether it's a sense of rivalry or
I was in the middle of eating my pancakes, and you interrupted me for this.
regardless, it's quite
I
enough.
had to have crepes instead. Crepes!
Both Medjed and the
Deodorant can in the chat says greetings. Hello, deodorant
Hello.
can. That's a interesting name you have there.
Stupid thing they're getting riled up on.
Chatster Sly says SMT Nocturne graphics are so nice. It feels like I'm watching a dark animated cartoon show.
I do like the glowy effect on the dude's tattoos.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
I like the glowy effect. But other than that, I can't really think of anything.
Don't return a question with another question. Well, it's about time I go home. Make sure you lock the place up. Also, about the stuff in the fridge. Well, I guess it's fine. Just don't use too much of it.
It's possible that more
Why?
people like these will continue to appear due to their influence. In that respect, the Phantom Thieves face a very serious crime.
I
I
named
myself after the deodorant can on my desk. Well, I mean, it's a name. It works.
What an
Always
interesting
had trouble-
backstory.
Wow. So deep, so complex. Yeah, I always find trouble getting a username. I never know what to use. If it's available, I mean, whatever works, really.
Hmm.
Why does she have such an Egyptian theme?
Because they explain that her room is a tomb.
I know, but like to the point that but she calls herself Alibaba and well, Medjed itself is a thing as well from Egypt, like Yusuke just said. So why is she so into Egypt? Like I'm wondering.
I don't know. They probably explained it later, and I might have just forgotten about it. But
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
but as far as I can remember, we never actually do find out.
I guess it's just
why
one of her
Egypt.
interests.
Yeah, maybe.
How does Ren brush his teeth? Says Chadster Sly. I presume in the bathroom downstairs.
Yeah.
We never do see him do it though.
Customers use that though. That must be pretty gross.
Yeah, public toilet as your home toilet is not great.
Yeah.
A world-class target, huh? If we can change Medjed's heart, it'll most definitely affect Mementos.
Right. What we got?
Wow.
Next time we really can't miss the fireworks. Just, yeah, go play Persona 5 Strikers. You'll get it.
Oh yeah. Forgot they finally get it back after.
Yep. So can I do anything? I can, but I probably still don't have any new DVDs, do I?
No, can you not leave the building?
I can't press R1 at the moment. And
Oh, I suppose.
it's a get out.
Hey,
Let me out.
We have to think about tomorrow. That's it. That's the only reason.
Do we have ingredients for curry?
We can think while we're outside, Morgana.
There we go. We can make curry finally.
Finally.
what do you want to do?
Let's do that then.
Let me explain.
Have y'all played House of Ashes yet?
That's
House of Ashes?
I think that's one of the part of the Dark Pictures anthology.
I'm not familiar with it.
Have you seen Man of Medan?
No.
It's by the same people that have done Until Dawn, from what I understand. I think
anyway. Also, hello, Spet Media.
Hello, Spet Media. And we got our guts up, yay! Right. Yeah, I've only played Until Dawn in terms of like that sort of gameplay. I haven't played Man of Medan or House of Ashes yet.
Chaz decides private schools suck because I hate the people there. Well, yeah, I think if you go to a private school, they're probably rich people and they're probably very pretentious.
Yes. No, I guess I don't level up Sojiro. I thought I did with Curry. Oh well.
Why would that level up? He's not even here to see it.
I know, but I thought he would come in to taste it or whatever, like he does with
maybe
the
if he was actually here when you were making it, but
maybe
not while he's gone.
What? Tell me.
Johan Yarnship says has also started playing SMT1. Gonna be weird to play SMT5 after that. Oh yeah, I imagine.
I imagine so. They say yeah.
That's like going from Persona 1 to Persona 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's really weird.
It's weird enough doing that.
I started playing. I'm finally trying Persona 3: The Answer as well. Yeah, I started playing that yesterday, and the controls are so much more stiff, and the animation's so much slower and everything compared to 5. Even though I've played through the journey and everything, it's just completely escaped my mind, and I forgot just how slow it can be.
And chats are like,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
The people in my school suck. It's like I want to change their hearts. Yeah, that sums up. Sums up school life in a nutshell.
If you have the meta nav, change their heart.
Yeah, be a Phantom Thief in real life.
You know, I hear something appears if you watch a TV at like midnight.
All right, a higher than average score in our exams.
That's not right. You should be the top of the class.
I think we did get a couple answers wrong, if I remember, but
yeah, I think we got like 2 wrong.
But higher than average. It's not a failure.
We were busy. It's not like I could focus on studying. Hey, it's not my fault my scores suck, right?
Yes.
You don't gotta throw the truth right in my face like that. Anyways, there's something more important here. Mishima.
You want to ask me something about the internet, right?
Yep.
Should we be concerned?
Just the internet in general?
Or just what's on the internet? If it's what's on the internet, you don't want to know.
Medjed and the Phantom Thieves has caused quite the commotion.
Deodorant Cannon says this is the most important question you'll ever need to answer. What is your favorite color?
Blue. No, wait, green.
I was gonna say, I probably should have said that as what is your favorite color?
Nobody's sure who actually
but
belongs to Medjed.
Mine, I can't remember.
Mine is crimson red. Excuse me.
I think mine's blue if I remember right. Oh no, I'm quite fond of a pink. Like if it's a nice like really vibrant pink, I really like. Not neon pink, but like just a vibrant, really rich pink.
I'll see you guys later.
Spet Media says Mishima is an underrated character for real. He can get annoying. I can understand why a lot of people don't like him. But I think he's alright.
We had Nam's Compendium in the first couple of parts defending Mishima.
He is quite annoying. I think it's the second half of his Confidant where he really improves. It's just in the early days he's very annoying.
Seems like we're able to deal with him by ourselves.
But you like who you like, really. So yeah. It doesn't matter.
I know summer.
Like I absolutely hate Yoshida, and I'm not really big on why, but people love both of those people.
Yeah.
We'll be holding an emergency assembly on Monday the 25th. Please come.
Johan Yarnstra says my favorite color is my favorite Persona game's theme color.
Settle down.
I can't remember which one you said your favorite was. I feel like you've mentioned it before. Which one did he say?
3, I think.
3? 3. So blue, unless it's portable, in which case it'd be pink. Deodorant Cat says I never liked Mishima. Yes, he's like he's Marmite really. He's just like I can understand the arguments on both sides really.
Yeah, he's kind of a hit or miss character for me.
trying to think now. I'm not sure if I'm like particularly sold on any of the non-party member male confidants. Because you got the kid in the arcade, which I'm not big on. I'm not big on Yoshi. I'm not big on Hawaii. I like Sojiro. That's one.
Yeah.
Maruki's good, except for his annoying music, and the conversations go on a bit too long.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm more of a Hawaii fan than you are. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a fan per se, but I like him more than you do. Yoshida, I agree, can be a bit boring. But as well as that,
Igor, he's a good confidant. I like him. He's not chatty.
I think there generally are more... Are there more
Yeah,
female
there
confidants?
More female, for sure. There are definitely more female confidants.
Outside of the party members, anyway.
Well, yeah. Anybody remember? I can't remember if we're missing off any of the male ones.
Don't think so, no.
Deodorant Can says, I missed most of the other episodes of this, so I don't know, but who are you going for this, to romance for this playthrough?
We don't know yet, because...
Gonna leave it up to people.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it up to people, because I am concerned of what confidant... Oh, sorry, what rank are we at with on 6? So we got a few more before we can romance her, but I reckon by the time we get there, that might be the time to start asking people, who are we going to romance? I'll make a big list on the YouTube community page and also on my Twitter page at Josh101 as well. But
yeah, poll. If Josh had his way, it would just be Makoto all the time.
Yeah, and likewise for Jude, it would be On.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen Ons many times now, so I don't necessarily see that. I would like to see Haru's because I've never romanced Haru, and I would like to see like turning her down when she's interested in you is like soul crushing.
It is.
Like because most of the time they're just like, oh, what a great friend you are, but she looks like genuinely like broken up about it.
Yeah, that's like the only time it happens.
Let's go.
Yeah, so yeah, I would like to see Haru's just so I can finally see what she said. What's the reaction when you say yes instead?
Yeah.
Kawakami maybe, says Deodorant Ken. I mean, if that's what the people want, it's not to our taste, but that's what the people want.
Yeah. I'm also not sure if we're going to include the harem route in our list. I don't really want to, because I usually refuse to do the harem route in Persona games. But like we said, if it's what the people want, it's what the people want. And Chester Slice says, if Ren was real, I would make him my best friend. He would help me with my problems.
Oh, he would.
Yeah. He would change his heart, change people's hearts for you.
Well, even if he didn't have the power the Phantom Thieves have, then he would still probably be helpful. That's the whole point of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Always helps the little guy. Johan Narship says, I know you're going to start a war now. Yeah. The best girl debate lives on.
Yep.
Nobody can decide. Nobody agrees.
Yeah, and then even then, they'll probably just recommend characters from other games.
Instinct says, hi, another lovely day with COVID. That's a shame. You mentioned last week as well you come down with COVID. Hope you're doing alright.
Yeah, hope it's eased up a little bit since last week.
Still missing school, though, I imagine.
Yeah, keep strong, dude.
If you get to miss school, then woo.
But thank you for coming in again. In your dire needs.
So we still don't have any
dire situation.
Dire situation, yes, that's a better phrase. Ah,
for you, Akechi, anything. Akechi. He appears so rarely. Just do it. Hang out with Akechi.
Fine.
Go at once.
Hey.
Damn it.
Hi. Hey.
What do you want to do?
Thank you.
My man.
You better go up, man. There we go. He's gonna be ready next time. Good.
Chastises, in my opinion, Adachi is a compelling character. Adachi? Ooh. I don't know, we're not really going into too many spoilers, even though it's not the game we're playing. I don't know if I can say what my opinions on Adachi without spoiling Persona 4.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one there.
But yes, I agree, he's great.
Got your share of problems, inmate.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool character.
Relax under such circumstances. Either you're quite bold, or quite foolish.
One with an unseen form. It seems you've been targeted by troublesome company. I've been enjoying this endless dispute.
I like his fake laugh.
However, to an end.
You.
Through the appearance of an unexpected force of all things. Engaging with formidable
Deodorant Can says I'm up to the Adachi section in P4G. We really like him.
Yeah.
he's one of our favorites.
Magnificent thief.
He's got a lot more character than I thought, also says Deodorant Can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, once you find more about him, yeah.
Yeah. I never ever do the Confidant. I have no idea what the Confidant is like.
I've done it. It's
sweaty just walking
you do like 6 ranks, and then the rest of it is story based, similar to Akechi.
Interesting things keep.
But yeah, the story itself it's all right within the Confidant. But yeah, it's after the 6 ranks that was where it gets better.
Are they entertained, or perhaps inconvenienced?
Are you not entertained? Thing says, yes, school's horrible. 10 hours, which is 4 more than what we have to do. I had to study and sort out emails. Other than that, I have a question. Would you have liked Hifumi as a Phantom Thief? Well, first of all, that's sucks about school. You shouldn't have to go to school when you got COVID. That's stupid.
Well, I imagine.
I'm sure it's. I know it's probably over online, but even so, you shouldn't have to work. Yeah, you shouldn't have to be doing schoolwork when you're sick with COVID.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yes, I think Hifumi as a Phantom Thief would have been interesting.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I wouldn't want to trade out any of the Phantom Thieves we have. I like all the Phantom Thieves, so it would have to be in addition to.
Yeah, she could just be like the major strategist, like more so than Makoto.
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be Makoto's place? Or wasn't she swapped out for Makoto? Didn't we have this come up a couple?
I think we did, yes.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to take out any of the Phantom Thieves we have. I would, if she could be in addition to what we have, then sure.
Hey, your phone was buzzing earlier.
Chester says, I don't know, P4 reading a story is actually good, but it can drag later.
Oh, yes,
the narration, yeah, well, it drags all the time to me, but the narration is what really ruins it.
Yeah.
Why does he know that you're a Phantom Thief? Is one of
Why do you assume it's a he?
Yeah.
God, Morgana. Instinct says, also, Persona 5 Royal PC and Switch port has been leaked. I saw that, and Atlas confirmed that that was a typo, or rather, you didn't see it. If you did. They were trying to joke around it, so I think it was a typo as well, personally. Johan. But yeah.
Yeah,
it'd be nice if it was true, but I don't think Atlas would make a big mistake like that.
No, I haven't seen this leak or whatever, but it does sound like it would be quite real. But that being said, didn't we have like was it Rockstar or something with the GTA one where they're just like, no, it's not coming? And then I was like, okay, yeah. like it's like the worst kept secret ever. Where it's just like, no, what? We're not doing a definitive edition. Don't be silly. And then it was just like, oh yeah, we're doing it. Fine, because like so many leaks happened. Yeah. I don't know.
I think likewise when Persona 4 Golden PC was initially rumored. It was like, no, it may or may not be coming. And then like a day later, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, so not sure what to think of it. And no matter what, no matter what they do now, they can't take it back. It's like there'll people be like, nah, they're lying, or there'll be people like, no, they're telling the truth. So they can't win.
Yeah.
So it'd be great to see if they did. It'd be nice to see them bringing this stuff over, especially if they're doing a Switch port. That would be nice if they didn't just do P5 to Switch. It'd be nice to have P4 as well and P3. But yeah, I mean, I'd prefer a P3 remake, but I'll take a port.
Yeah.
Perhaps the receiving end doesn't exist.
Did you know Alibaba is part of the 40 Thieves and Sly Cooper 4? So that's a reference.
I told you that I don't know much about.
Well, Alibaba's an Egyptian thing, isn't it, in general?
Or
Arabic?
Arabic, yes, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that era.
He's a real dude.
Yeah, but I'm happy to have anything connect to Sly Cooper.
Contacted us.
In fact, they even mentioned Alibaba in one of the Aladdin songs.
Then, is this person Mejed?
I doubt it.
Instinct says the leak, I think, may be a prank, but it is suspicious that they leaked the Switch thing as well as a PC port, and they must have crap luck with that being a typo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instinct also says, it's bad when I have to emulate Persona 3 just to experience it. The PSP port is $145, the PS2 version is £75. But I would need to buy a PS2 with cables and adapters. PS3 has FES. You can play FES on the PS3, and it's not nearly that expensive.
The thing is, though, with Sony recently changed it so that way you can't just put in a specific amount of funds to buy a game anymore. It's basically the same as the 3DS, where you have to put in a certain amount of funds and then buy the game afterwards. So you'd still have like £3 left after buying FES or whatever. So it's really stupid.
We managed to get, if you're in the UK, we managed to get from what was it, Planet Games or
Pink Planet, yeah.
Yeah, Pink Planet Games. They had a copy of 3 for what did we get it for? 50?
Yeah,
45?
around £50, yeah.
Yeah. I currently own it. Josh originally bought it, then I bought it from Josh. So I have a copy. I don't particularly need the copy if you want to buy it. Yeah. It doesn't run. It's because it's not in TSC. It runs a little slow. I'm not used to the PAL version being like I'm used to the faster NTSC one, and the difference is night and day.
Yeah.
I don't understand this PAL business. Why we have to have a slower version? It's just dumb.
Yeah, because of stupid TVs at the time.
I hope we're not being a bother.
Deodorant Cannon says, "Man, PC ports of more Persona games would be awesome. We already got Golden on Steam. Yeah, and just generally Switch ports in general will be awesome as well. If any,
and just the more Persona out there, the better, because the more people can then get into it.
Yeah, exactly. Because like right now, it's really difficult, especially to play Persona 3 and 1 and 2 and all that, because we don't have any of the other versions apart from the original PS1 game on the mini PlayStation, the PlayStation Classic or whatever, and the PSP remasters of 1 and 2 are only available on the Vita, PSP, and PlayStation TV, and same goes for Persona 3 Portable, and even Persona 3 FES is just still only available on the PS3 when that console's now like well over like 15 years old now. We just need the games to come back on more modern consoles, especially on
Switch. Anything really. I would like a P5 arena as well, just so we can have an arena game on something more modern than the PS3. I'd rather it not be just a port of Ultimax or whatever, because that'd be kind of lame. But I would like something. I want to beat Josh with Margaret in full HD, proper like 4K. I want to see every pixel of my kicking his ass. Basically. Jay says, oh hello Jay as well. Jay says Makoto is waifu, but then I hear the song in my head, baby, 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 baby. Yeah. Josh is a Makoto fan.
I think he's talking about Yuki.
Perhaps bank
Makoto is waifu. That would be. Nijima.
Either way.
Oh yeah, but that
Oh,
could
that's-
also be it.
Yeah.
Why do they
I
have
suppose.
to name two characters Makoto?
Yeah. Do you mean Minato Makoto or Nijima Makoto? I prefer Makoto Yuki as his name, but it's easier to differentiate if we refer to him as Minato, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Isn't there anything we can do?
It's certain.
P3 is on the Vita store. Yeah, that's P3P.
Yeah, not FES.
So, what's this letter about? I don't need any more.
Jay says I want to play FES on PS2, but my system is old, so I may get an HDMI converter and buy the game to play it. Is that possible? It is possible. You can get probably the best if you're in the UK. The best way is get a SCART cable for the PS2 and then have that go to an HDMI, a SCART to HDMI converter and go to the TV. That works great. It looks fine. I don't know about the US per se. Maybe I guess composite to HDMI. I don't know, or something along those lines. Component, whatever it is. You could also, I believe, there is in fact an HDMI
All we can do at the moment
hack to the PS2 that's like really involved and complicated, but I think there is one. If you really want to go deep into it. I did a region-free mod to the PS1, and I tried doing it to the PS1, the small one as well, and that one kicked my ass. I managed to do it for the original PS1, but for my PS1, the small one, I failed miserably at that and ruined it, unfortunately.
We're gonna be in deep trouble.
So be careful no matter what you do. Chess says, I'm so mad I can't buy P3 Portable on Vita because they shut the store.
I thought they brought it back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they brought back the store.
Yeah, they realized that, oh, wait, no, we done goofed.
Yeah.
We'll put it back.
I like Josh said, though, I think you have to put in, you can't just put in the exact amount. They did the Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
Where you can't do the exact amount anymore. You have to do, like, £20, £30, £40, £10, whatever.
Yeah.
It has to be, you know, a certain amount.
It's stupid.
Instinct says there's a shop in my town that sells a PS2 with cables and 4 games for £50. I'm saving currently because silly Resident Evil 4 likes running at 2 FPS because it thinks it's funny. Oof. You can't even run Resident Evil 4? Ooh, damn, that is bad.
Yeah, that is.
£50 with 4 games though, I'm not sure. I think that's a bit much.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like if you look on Facebook Marketplace, I know you can probably get a PS2, even if it's the fat one, for like £30, and you can usually get a bundle of games with it, with cables and controller and stuff. Facebook Marketplace is the best place for that sort of thing. Like I said though as well, you can occasionally get a good deal in Pink Planet or whatever. If they've been shutting down recently, I've seen a couple of stores have been going away.
Yeah.
The one local to us shut recently. But like I said, you can get some fairly cheap stuff. Like we said, Persona 3 we got for cheap. I saw SMT stuff for really cheap in another one near us that's still open.
So anyway,
They had Digital Devil Saga for like 30 quid
That's not too bad.
or something like that, which isn't bad. So I don't know, just keep an eye out. Really, I wouldn't go for £50. That seems a bit much.
Yeah.
hey, your phone.
This thing says I don't know why Atlas hates P3. If I want the films, I have a better chance of speaking to Elon Musk than getting the films. You just have to download them, unfortunately.
It's the same with trying to find Persona 5 the animation with the English dubs.
Oh yeah. Well, that's on Funimation, so that's easier.
I guess.
You can just, if you have a Funimation subscription, it's fine.
Unfortunately, as well, I see more copies of Persona 4 the Golden animation and not so much Persona 4 the animation, which is not the same thing.
As Johan Njonstrom has just said as well, the P3 movies are on YouTube. Be quick though, you never know when YouTube strikes. Exactly, you basically have to time it right. We've got all of them to hand.
Yeah, I got it just from that YouTube link, actually, in preparation for my eventual video on each of the animes. I've been writing notes for like the past couple months or so on the animes.
Yeah.
I do need to get back to it. It has been a while.
Yeah. What you can do is when a YouTube video like that pops up is you can do what is it? YouTube.download or something like that.
Yeah, there are loads of there
are lots of websites where you could give a YouTube link and it'll let you download the video. So basically, whenever one pops up on YouTube, grab the link, put it into that thing, and download it, and then you'll have it, and it won't go away. That's probably your best bet for watching them. That or try and order them in from Japan if you're all right. with complete Japanese, like I dare say, it doesn't even have the English subtitles. I'm not sure though.
I feel like I've heard that name before. In any case, we should let everyone.
Deodorant Can says P3 is getting pretty old now. I doubt Atlas will bother with porting it anywhere. The most they would do is remaster it, but they would be more focused on P6. Well, they brought P4 Golden over. I know it's not as old as P3, but I think as any Persona fan base person will probably yell and complain about, is that anything before 3 gets forgotten. I think 3 is probably the earliest they would go.
Does he?
Because they pretend 1 and 2 don't exist.
Except for, like, you know, merchandise and such.
Oh, yeah.
We totally remember it.
Yeah, I can see them doing something with P3. Like with Q2 and stuff, they put the P3 characters in. With Q and Q2, they put the P3 characters in, so they do know it exists. I think it needs a full-on remake, because there's so many things that are busted about it that you can't just remaster it, like HDI's it or whatever. It has to be properly redone, I think.
I mean, of
like
course.
I said,
sorry.
Like I said earlier, I started playing The Answer, and it is really stiff and really awkward compared to something like 5, where it's more streamlined. Even like something like 4, which is still not streamlined as 5. It's really, really stiff by comparison. Just how slow it is to go through menus and stuff like that. It really needs a remake.
I mean, of course, ported over to PCs and all that. The original Persona 3, just to like cater towards both crowds. But yeah, I think there should be just as much, if not more, effort on a remake as well at this point.
I'll check the school's roster.
Instinct says to do similar things for the Wii for adapters. I have a Wii to HDMI plug and it works well. Yeah, I actually have something similar for my GameCube. It's called the GCHD. Josh used it to do the Path of Radiance review. And it works really, really well. It's really good. It is direct HDMI out from the GameCube itself, and it's got no latency. It's really good.
Why did you
it's really clean, crisp, as well as you can use your TV remote on the IR sensor at the back, and it'll let you change settings. So if you want to do specific settings to it as well, it's really, really nice. I wish something like that existed for the PS2. That'd be really nice. Or even the PS1, although I think there is an HDMI mod for the PS1. It just would be nice to have it. I think it actually does work for the Wii, the GCHD, in some way. I'm not sure how it's supposed to work. Instinct says, yeah, I would watch the P3 movies on YouTube, but I would rather not get bombarded with YouTube Premium ads. Well, again, you could just download it and it won't have the ads. And it would work fine,
as long as you're comfortable with that anyway, and you're careful about where you download.
Yeah, no, I mean, in terms of go on YouTube, find it, use the YouTube download link, and then.
Well, you can do that, but it doesn't give you the best resolution.
Well, I mean, it's better than nothing.
I guess, but yeah.
You can download in 1080p. So.
Yes.
And yeah, but that's like only on your phone, though, isn't it? You can't really do it on like your desktop or computer or whatever.
No, I'm talking about what we were saying, where you can go to a website, you put in the link of the YouTube video, it will download the thing. That's not just on your phone.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm not gonna pry further into it. What am I gonna do? Do I have any books?
Hey.
May as well.
Mystery Grill says, when is PlayStation not making crazy decisions? Well, that's the question, isn't it?
What are your thoughts?
Well, it's Sony, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they keep making their dumbass decisions.
Oh.
Like, I feel like we could have so many more characters in Smash, so many more fun characters in Smash Bros. If Sony wasn't so stupid. They're always doing that dumb stuff about crossplay, so it's always them being the problem.
Or they want to make their own Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah.
And then they start complaining as to why nobody wants to play their game.
Tomorrow's the end of the first semester, but we still got all this lame shit coming up.
If you don't take care of this lame shit, you can kiss your summer vacation goodbye.
Instincts is still waiting for the Wii U to come back with the milk. Hopefully it will come back with my dad.
Oh, wow.
Oof, dark joke. I think you're going to keep waiting.
From you, Ryuji.
I think the Wii U is more likely to come back.
Exams.
I never want to think of
Chaz Slices Atlas should just port P3 on consoles because my PS2 sucks.
asking around in your neighborhood.
If it's the PS2 Slim, it's a really nice design, but I know it has a lot of issues with the bloody door on it. the tray door keeps getting it gets warped really easily and then doesn't lock down properly. So the little latch it's supposed to push in to tell the PS2 to start spinning up the disc, it doesn't spin at all. It doesn't work and it breaks. So a lot of people have what they think are broken PS2s, but it's literally just that you have to put pressure on the door. So that might be it. If that is the PS2 Slim you have, then that might be it. Also, the fat one has issues with the laser getting worn out, which is the same for any console with a laser on it. They always do get worn out, but it's a fairly easy thing to replace. Jay says, I'm calling it now, the Persona 6 protagonist will have white or silver hair.
Maybe not silver if they don't want to accidentally make him look like Yu Narukami.
I'm just trying to think. So we had blue was the first one, then we had reddish orange, brown, whatever you call it for Tatsuya.
Yeah. Then blue again.
Maya was black. Well, no.
Sorry, I forgot about Maya.
Yeah, then it was like a really strong blue for Makoto Yuki, and then it was silver for you, black for Ren. So, what about green?
Yeah, I guess green would be the next best thing.
Pink, I don't know. I would imagine if they're gonna loop back. Ooh,
great, crazy idea. Make it a girl.
That would be great. Oh yeah, FMC was brown hair, brownish red, gingery. I don't know what you would call it. So I imagine that if anything, it will either be blue again or it will be. Actually, no. So let me think. Blue. So it was blue, orange, black, blue, orange, silver, black. I guess silver would be next. I don't know. That's an interesting. It's an interesting thing to kind of try and backtrace what they would do.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what else. I would, whatever the case, I would like it to be female.
Yeah. Whether they're young or they're an adult or whatever.
Yeah, the two things we like to see is another female protagonist and also them be adults would be interesting.
Yeah.
Mystery Girl says they finally added it to Funimation. Okay, time to resub to watch, see how it is. I think the English that English P5 anime is on Funimation. I'm pretty sure. I would check before subbing, but I'm pretty sure they are there. Also, have we had Mystery Girl before?
Yes, we have.
I'm not familiar. Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. I don't remember everybody's names. I'm sorry. I'm very bad at remembering everybody's names. Deodorant Can says, I really love the remake or remaster P3. It's got so much more potential. Exactly. It's a great story. Aside from Yukari, the characters are interesting and great. I would just... Over Sakura-san's? What was that, dude? Sorry. Yeah, there is just so much potential for a remake. So many things that they could fix to just make it perfect. No matter what the freaking fanboys say it's perfect. It is not perfect.
Yeah.
And we love Persona 5. We know it's not perfect. We're not saying... I don't think any of them are perfect. And I think that's part of the problem with the Persona fan base. They're just saying that their game is perfect. They don't seem to keep the idea that they can be imperfect in their heads.
Back to the matter.
I would love to see a remake where they fix all the little niggles that really drag down Persona 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Considering the state of your daughter.
Yeah, especially if they change Yukari's character entirely to be good.
Would you like to take
Just good at all would be nice.
Our chances of victory are roughly 99.9% though. With these suspicions of abuse, there's no way you could avoid having your
Mystery Girl says if they do remake it, a lot of new fans will buy it so they could finally have a copy of it. Well, exactly. I think it would be a good way to get people more into the older stuff. Really, a full-on remake of 1 and 2 would also be in order, but
if Atlas felt like being really generous, they could do like a Metroid Zero Mission thing, where upon completing the remake, you could get the original as well.
Yeah.
I will contact you at a later date.
I doubt you'll find anything you want.
Chancellor Sly says if Sony decided to make a PlayStation All-Stars 2, they deserve to have all the protagonists in there.
Is useful or not.
Yeah, they would have to make it worth it.
Yeah.
They don't have that many with the first one. That clearly they didn't really have that many people they could put in it.
No.
And stay out. That woman is real good at pissing people off.
Hey, that's no way to talk about Yukari Takaba.
You got something to say? This doesn't involve you.
Birdman says, "Yo, I did not die today. Welcome."
I was supposed to read that. Hi, Birdman. Hello. We didn't have issues this week.
Woohoo!
You missed it. We were working. We're functioning.
Keep going to
No
school.
issues.
You don't want me to throw you out of here. You got that?
Deodorant Can says Smash stole Persona. Yeah, I guess since Ren's in P5, Ren's in Smash Brothers, they might not let him into an All-Stars Royale 2 thing.
Yeah, they'd have to do what they did in PlayStation All-Stars and use the secondary character instead of the primary. Because, Raiden was in PlayStation All-Stars rather than Snake because he was in Smash Brothers.
We can't really press him on the subject, though, especially after he mentioned throwing you out.
Excuse me. Sorry, I had a little bit of a cold this week, and it's just starting to die down finally. Instinct says, Ryuji and Morgana swear. Yes, they did. For Ryuji, it was nothing special, but yeah, for Morgana, it was weird.
Yeah, Birdman said here, I was surprised that Mona said lame shit. Yeah, he does. When he does swear, he does do it well, I think. Like, my favorite moment, one of my favorite moments in Strikers is with him and Ryuji both joining together in their hatred of somebody.
That's like the one time.
No, he doesn't swear there, but it's just a nice moment. And Ryuji swears, so that's the main thing.
But yeah, that's weirdly the only time in the Persona 5 games that lame shit bit where like Morgana actually does swear, like for reals rather than just keeping it mild, like with damn and bastard and all that.
Instinct says, I'll never forget the time I put my Wii U copy of Mario 3D World into my PS3 Super Sim, thinking I could play it with my PS3 controller. The memories. No, I don't think that would work. Not sure. Pretty sure that would work.
Let me explain.
Maybe you just did it wrong. You should try again. Mario 3D World is an underrated one. I don't know why it's not more popular. It's like I think it's probably one of my, if not my favorite Mario Brothers.
It was popular enough
my favorite Mario game.
It was popular enough to at least get a Switch port.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Oh.
But it's just overlooked on a lot of people's top lists.
Well then.
When people discuss Mario, everybody's all about Galaxy and 64 and stuff, and poor 3D World gets forgotten.
I suppose Odyssey does sort of take more precedent than 3D World in some cases.
A woman was threatening Boss?
Yeah.
Jay says, also the next protagonist weapon will be a callback to P3 Lady Protagonist, or FNC as she's better known, to a staff or a blunt weapon. Additionally, the person will have ice skills in the beginning, starting Persona.
Technically, her weapon was a Naginata and not a staff.
Yeah, get it right. It'd be interesting to have that, yeah. I don't know. It'd be cool to see somebody with a ranged weapon as the main thing. Like, because again, I was playing Answer yesterday. It's kind of interesting to have Aigis be playing as Aigis who has her guns as her main weapon. I'm shooting at a range.
But I mean, like, even Naoto has a freaking handgun in Persona 4.
Well, yeah, she has a revolver.
What a selfish person.
Well, he does have information on us.
Anyways, this Futaba he's talking about have a palace? If so...
Have we had a Persona protagonist with ice skills at the start? I'm just trying to think about it now, because we got Ren, who is Curse.
Yeah.
And then you was Lightning.
Yeah.
What was Makoto Yuki? Makoto Yuki was Agi, so fire.
Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, it was.
Femsi was the same. Aigis is the same because she's Orpheus in the Answer.
Tatsuya's was also fire, if I remember correctly.
Was it? Okay, what about Earring Boy?
Earring Boy? No idea. I can't remember.
Yeah. He's so bland and uninteresting, you forgot. The deodorant can says, I hope for P6 they don't have 70 different types of attacknesses and weaknesses. P5 is a bit overwhelming with the addition of Psy and Gun and Nuke. I don't know, I think it's fine. I think Psy, Gun, and Nuke were fine additions. Especially if you go back to like Persona 3 or whatever, where it was 3 different types of physical attack. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Having to be like, wait, is this a type? Is this a slash type? Is this a pierce type? Or whatever? And sometimes it would make no sense what it was.
Yeah.
Like, I swear it would be like, there would be a move that was called like Piercing Storm or something, and it wouldn't be a pierce attack, it'd be like a slash attack.
Yeah, I'm so glad they fixed that in 4.
There's so many instances like that, I swear. I can't remember exact instances, but like there were definitely moments where like the name doesn't quite match, so it wasn't really obvious, and you don't remember what all the symbols mean necessarily.
I bet we got them freaked out.
You mean they backed out because they're afraid we'll change their hearts?
Bernard says, so not only were you salty of the cake last time, but you still had technical problems. Well, we've sorted them now. And we didn't have cake, but we had pie. After that stream. Yeah, so it was close enough.
You have a point. I guess it is safe for us to relax a little.
Oh yeah, remember Kanashiro's treasure? Prepare to have your minds blown. We got 150,000 yen out.
Chester Slice says, when I beat Vanilla P5 for the first time, I was doing a monologue to myself on how much it is a masterpiece.
That kind of money.
We do that as well.
Yeah. Jude and I have like a big major discussion on our overall thoughts when we both finally complete it.
Yeah. We usually have like just like a sit down and be like, yes, yes, that was awesome. Oh, but that sucked. Oh, yeah, that sucked. But what about this? Blah, blah.
Usually
like
goes on for like an hour or so.
Yeah, it's usually like an hour and a half chat of just like, well, what about this? Even Strikers, once Strikers was done, we were still doing it.
Yeah.
Definitely don't.
Mostly me fanboying about how cool Kanoe's armor was.
You're okay with that too, right?
I love that armor. So good.
And Birdman says, and there's Super Mario 3D Land. Who the hell talks about 3D Land?
That was great, but I think I was more of a kind of... It was really good for what it was on the 3DS and whatnot, but I think it was mostly kind of building up to 3D World, because 3D World is just everything that was good about 3D Land turned to the max. It was great. I think that's why nobody really talks about 3D Land, because if they're going to talk about one of the 3D quote-unquote games, it would be 3D World.
Yeah.
Oliver M. Again, I don't recognize the name. Is that new? You're better at remembering the names than I am.
That one I actually don't know. So sorry. Apologies if we've forgotten.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, hello. Is this technically Shift's glasses? Yeah, I imagine Josh did that in person as well. Still did the Shift's glasses with the technically.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the anime glow and everything.
There's a guy I saw who online who made the glasses that do the anime glow. Yeah. Like it's got a touch sensor, so that when he touches the nose and moves it up or whatever, it turns lights on his lenses.
Nice.
So it creates a sheen across the entire lens, so you can do the anime thing, and then it like switches off once you take your finger off.
Yeah.
Like it does in the anime. It's so cool. I kind of want to do that if I ever have a spare pair of glasses lying around.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Instinct says, I still think the OLED Switch is pointless upgrade. Need a screen upgrade, TV. Need an audio upgrade, TV. Want better graphics, PC or PS5 or Xbox. Well, it's not about better graphics for the OLED, but yeah, I struggle as well for the justification. Our dad recently got a OLED Switch, and it is really nice, but I do struggle to see the point.
Yeah, I'm not willing to get one right away.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it's like, if I were buying a Switch brand new, if I didn't have one, then I would go for the OLED just because it's the nicer one.
Yeah.
But if I already have a Switch, I see no reason to upgrade.
If there isn't another model within like the next maybe 2 years or so, then the prices go down, then sure, I would buy it then. But not right at this moment.
Yeah, I can't. It's the classic Nintendo thing of just completely missing the mark on what people want. Like everybody's saying Switch Pro would be great, whatever, and they just make an OLED Switch. This is exactly what they do all the time. So it's nothing too surprising.
I told you at the beginning that this was only a deduction.
Johan Yarnstrom says P1 guys was Ice, I believe. Going back to that conversation.
Was it? Okay. I have to look this up, I think.
And later on, Anko says Maya Amano's starting persona had ice moves as well.
There's nothing at the moment that falsifies that.
I'll take your word for that. It has been a while since I played Persona 1 and 2. I haven't touched them again since I did the videos on them.
Mobility and organizational capabilities.
T-Night93 has joined. Hello, T-Night93.
Hello, T-Night.
He says, hee-ho.
Hee-ho.
Hee-ho. What about your case, Sai?
Sorry, I'm late. The reminder didn't pop up. Oh, that's YouTube. The notifications never work on YouTube.
Yeah.
One of the facts of life.
Now, what should my next action be for our victory?
Deodorant Can says there was no expectations for an upgraded Switch. No Nintendo console had gotten more powerful hardware without being a completely new system. The 3DS had 5 revisions and none of them were upgraded.
Seems to be
I think the new 3DS had slightly more powerful capabilities because there were reports when games like Hyrule Warriors, the 3DS one came out. It ran poorly on the old 3DS, but it ran better on the new 3DS. So I think there are some...
like Fire Emblem Warriors specifically says you need a new 3DS.
Yeah, same with Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. That's a new 3DS exclusive.
They are more powerful. They're not by much, but they are more powerful for sure.
Yeah, it's enough to notice.
Yeah, so they did technically upgrade it. They just tend to favor making sure everything works on everything as part of the problem. They never really make it so that one is better than the other.
That texture. I don't see any prices listed here.
It's called market price. Don't worry about
Caster Slice says in the P3 remake they should also make Koromaru talk to give him more personality. I kind of like he doesn't talk. I think that's the point.
I like that
too. I think it's translating for him works well. And most of the time as well, you can tell by his facial expression. He's like really well drawn portraits to really tell what he's feeling.
Yeah, it's like the show don't tell attitude is like usually the best kind of storytelling in my opinion.
Yeah, and as well as the character model itself in game, not just the drawing. They also have a lot of animations, or they did have a lot of animations for him. So again, you could get across his personality quite well. Like if he's angry, he will go down into a kind of stance, like kind of growling and everything. So you know he's angry and whatnot. You don't really need somebody saying he's angry.
Yeah,
it's not quite necessary.
Hold on a sec.
If it were the dancing games, then they totally would.
I actually got curious after our conversation.
Yeah, I was thinking that if they did have him in the dancing games, which is a crime that they didn't, I would love to see him talk. That'd be great.
No, but what I meant was like they would narrate him how he feels and all
his
that.
inner thoughts. Yes, I suppose. Yeah.
You think Alibaba could?
Well, his inner thoughts as well, but generally just like someone's talking to Koromaru and they're like Koromaru looked upset, even though we can see that he's upset. And work it out from there.
Okay. I was just looking. I'm trying to see if it's listed on the wiki for Boy with Earring, what his starter persona had and everything. And I'm just looking at the battle quotes, and he's so lacking in personality, and he didn't speak so much that he has 8 lines, and they're all really short one-word things.
Well, that was the case with everyone in Persona 1, to be fair.
Yeah, but I just kind of love that it's like they're not even characterful or whatever. Like they don't say anything about him or in any way. Like they could be really generic lines.
I can only think of like 2 characters that had really distinct personalities during battle, and that was ISA and Mark. Mark has, you know, let's get funky and all that. And ISA has
Persony or something.
Yeah, here Persony, and just the stereotypical dumb blonde stuff.
Yeah, I just look at it as battle quotes, and it's like, get them, Persona, die, eat this,
Yeah.
That's it. That's all of his quotes listed. It's great. That's all he got.
But that was generally the same with everyone else anyway.
Do you know this guy?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Akechi. Glad to make your acquaintance, Yusuke Kitagawa.
Instinct says 3 physical attacks was cool, but way too hard to understand. I would love to see some new elemental attacks there. Well, that's what P5 did with the not Almighty. Nuke attacks, the gun attacks, and the Psy attacks. Those, I think, are perfectly fine. And you could probably bring those back 3 to 4 and 3 if you needed to in a remake of either one.
Their website was updated just a moment ago. For real? English again.
Wait, what?
What's it say?
The other cat says, I want the Steam Deck so badly, but if I buy Steam Deck, I can't buy other stuff like the entire Gungeon ammo. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce it. Ammonomicon. Yeah. Sorry, I had to piece that one together. Ammonomicon. I love Enter the Gungeon, but I can never get past like the first couple things. Usually that freaking bird boss with the Gatling gun always kills me. He's usually one of the first. I almost always get him in the first kind of floor. If he's not the first one, then I'm fine. But if it's just, he's a pain in the ass.
To the Phantom Thieves. Perhaps you have better intel than I do.
And I own it on like 3 different. I think I own it on the Switch, the PS4, and the PC, and all of them I don't really play that much. I just keep buying it and not playing it.
So you share the majority's opinion.
Birdman says 3 staples of life: death, taxes, YouTube not working.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, YouTube notifications not working.
Has led me to believe they are a group of juveniles.
Instinct says we have a PC that's better than a GTX 660 Ti. I wouldn't bother. The GPU is equivalent to a GTX 960, but it will run games at better FPS because of the lower screen resolution. This is all about the Steam Deck. Yeah, I love that everybody's like, it's the Nintendo Switch killer, but it's not going to kill the Nintendo Switch.
It's not.
I like every time somebody comes out with a handheld thing or whatever, and they're like, it's going to kill Nintendo's business. They have to fight over that, and then like Nintendo does nothing, and then they still win. Well, it's happened time and time again. I swear. So yeah, I'm very skeptical it's going to do well, especially since like literally every other thing they've tried to do has not worked very well. Like, what was it? There was their controller didn't sell very well. They had like this little, what was it? It's like a little console. It was supposed to be like Steam on a console, basically, or something.
I think I know the one you mean, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. I swear they had like a little thing that was supposed to be like a Steam box or something.
Probably.
That one, that just disappeared out of nowhere. I don't even remember anything about that coming out. It's just they never seem to manage it. T993 says, I went to Comic-Con on Friday. Woo! I missed Comic-Con. I wish I could go to Comic-Con. It was a good time, but it was a lot smaller because of COVID, spacing things out. Oh, that's good to hear. One thing we were concerned about is how much space kind of was there, really? Like, did you have a good distance between everybody? Was everybody wearing masks? I was kind of curious how it would operate.
Yeah.
Whether or not, if you noticed people wearing, not only wearing masks, but like doing hand sanitizing. I'd be interested to hear. We were really concerned about if we were going to go in November, if people weren't gonna adhere to the rules properly.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see. So let us know.
For real?
Keep going.
That was the London one as well, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Last week. Jay says, in Persona 6, I'm not sure how the cast will summon their personas. However, I think by having a necklace or a P3 style, but instead of an evoker, pick another method. What do you guys think? I remember us having this conversation several parts ago.
Eliminate evil.
I like the idea of the evoker in that it's like you have the whole point is that you're sacrificing yourself. Like you're supposed to be you have the will to lay your life on the line to fight. That's the idea. Because it's basically you're pointing a gun to your head and supposedly committing suicide kind of thing.
Get in contact with
Just to put up a fight. And then 5, it's the will to rebel. Like it's literally just like you don't like you don't want to be pushed around anymore. That's how you summon it. And you rip off the mask. 4 wasn't very clear, I would say. That was just smack a card in the air. Like it's not really quite. I'm not quite sure what it was supposed to be representing.
Just each of their arcanas, but I mean, like, what does that mean in a physical sense?
Well, that's what I mean. Like they all have some sort of deeper meaning. Like ripping the mask off in 5 and stuff is kind of tearing off that facade and showing your true form and being true to yourself, whatnot. 3, like I said, is the willingness to lay your life on the line by shooting yourself with a gun. And, you know, it's supposed to be committing suicide, which is the ultimate sacrifice. Blah blah blah. 4, it's smack a card, and I don't know what that is supposed to mean. Like, obviously, getting the persona in the first place was, you know, accepting your true self. But what does that have to do with smacking a card in midair?
On top of that,
I'm not quite sure. But yes, we did. I think we did have this discussion, didn't we?
He put forward.
I'm not sure what I would have.
No, I don't think we ever did come up with an answer back when we previously had this discussion. Just leave it up to Atlas.
It seems to me.
Yeah, they know better than us.
And yet again, Makoto is putting the puzzle pieces together like well before anyone else does, even though it's pretty damn obvious who Alibaba is.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wants us to save her from the scars of her abuse.
Instinct says obviously don't know what they can do in P6 for summoning, maybe stabbing themselves or something. Yeah, maybe. Slit their own throat. I don't know. It's just a bunch of people just like stabbing each other.
Yeah.
It's real late though. What are we gonna tell?
Yeah, if they wanted to be like really, go back to being really edgy personas, they could just like slice their wrists or something to call out their personas.
Deodorant Can says, I think something along the lines of P4 would be cool, having a physical card based on your social link / Arcana. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's a cool visual, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't really follow what the deeper meaning behind it is. And that's something odd to say for an Atlas game where they always like to point out the meanings behind everything. Yeah. That's the one thing they never explain. At least not very clearly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sure Margaret is probably says something in the Velvet Room, but she likes to waffle on.
T993 says maybe P6 would be like ripping your heart out from your chest to summon. Yeah, that could work. You know, it's, you know, giving your heart for the fight or whatever.
Yeah, you could probably do that actually in like a Kingdom Hearts sense where like you're ripping out your soul or something.
Do you think that's okay?
I don't know. Probably.
My apologies.
Sorry. P6 is summoning is just ripping off fingernails, says Deodorant Can. And further to my thing about Enter the Gungeon, says Gatling Gull is such an awesome boss. It's a cool design. He's a pain in the ass to fight. I really suck at dodging his attacks. He's a big pain.
Pass out or something. I mean, boss is kind of old, ain't he?
You summon your persona by eating a hamburger, says Instinct.
Big Bang Bird.
Yeah, that would be me, I think.
Birdman says I want to get into Enter the Gungeon, but I can't. Yeah, I'm the exact same way. I own it, like I said, on like 3 things, and I just can't get into it. I don't know why.
Did you hear that? Let's get out of here, please. Can we just go?
What are you freaking out for?
I'm not freaking out.
Could it be Alibaba? I mean, Futaba?
Well, yeah, who else is it gonna be?
Sorry, can I hold your hand?
That's on my hand.
This somehow got way more funny in the anime than it actually does here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Who's there? I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving.
Even better as well in Strikers. Like I like the Strikers one.
My legs won't move.
I don't know why I always like this scene.
Come on, where are you? You're a hacker, right? Just show yourself. I'm sorry. Please save me, sis.
Are you okay, Futaba?
Ruh-roh. Anyway, Diego says I got 300 hours out of Enter the Gungeon on the Steam version. You can get mods for it. Oh, I didn't know you could get mods.
You hear me?
That's a long time to be playing that, though. I think I have that many hours in Rogue Legacy, but not Enter the Gungeon. Rogue Legacy is my favorite roguelike.
That's the only one I can really get into.
What are you doing in my house? You're...
Chester Slice says Atlas literally can't decide which Mark is canon, the African American one or the Japanese school kid. Can they not?
No.
Do they never talk about Persona 1, so how can they not decide which one's canon?
We're just friends.
But it's generally the Japanese school kid, as far as I know, anyway. I think they want to forget the American Persona 1.
American.
You kids are here too?
This makes him look really tiny. I don't know why this angle is so weird. It just makes him look really small.
The door was unlocked?
Instinct says, I'm telling you, if the WonderSwan 2 releases, Microsoft sales would go down 60,000%. Yeah! WonderSwan 2!
Excuse me, there's something we'd like to ask.
Deodorant Can sums up as well what I was mentioning earlier as well quite well. He says it's for a different market, so it can't beat the Switch, but it will do well because the Index did well and Valve is getting better. I think the problem is part of it is that Valve is really bad at doing interfaces, or Steam always has a bad interface. The one for the PC or the Mac or whatever is god awful. It's impossible to find anything decent, and it runs very slowly for some reason. It's just garbage. The app on the phone is terrible.
Oh god, yeah.
Even if you go into that, what is that? They've got that like special mode where like it's all full screen and weird. That looks terrible. They just can't do any sort of interface well, so I think that will probably be against their favor, especially as well as it's not as the Switch, you turn it on, you do a couple of quick settings and you're in it. I feel like with the Steam Deck it will just be like you have to spend ages calibrating and configuring things, and it would really suck to have to do that. The whole point of something like a pre-made console, like a handheld thing like that or whatever, is that you don't have to worry about the settings. And being that the Steam Deck is literally just a PC that's handheld, you still have to faff with it, and it's just I couldn't justify
When something
it.
piqued her interest, that'd be all she focused on. She always worked deep into the night. I thought that had changed.
T-Night93, following up on my Comic-Con question, said Comic-Con had shops spaced out, but people were not. Barely seeing any hand sanitizer, only had a handful wearing masks. Oh, that's a pain.
Oh, that's awful.
How close are we talking? Like, was it less than normal? Or, because normally you can't, even turn around safely in a Comic-Con. Like, did you at least have a little bit of room to maneuver around? Or was it really, really packed?
I didn't know him though. She never.
But that sucks. That's
that's not giving me full confidence in going.
Yeah, the ones in America have been doing really well about this sort of stuff, and to the point that masks are mandatory. Like, no matter what your costume is, you gotta have a mask, unless your cosplay is like a mask in itself.
Yeah.
But you have to wear one, even if it's if you're wearing a helmet, you have to wear a mask under the helmet. Stuff like that. That's what it should be. It should be mandatory. I didn't like that they were saying that it's optional. That just means people are not going to do it, even though they should.
Threw herself into the street, right in front.
Chester Slice says, "What I like about Persona 3 is it has the least cliches in this series."
I suppose.
Yeah.
But I would say Persona 1 and 2 have the least amount of cliches in the series. But
Josh, 1 and 2 don't exist.
3 out of the modern ones, I guess 3 would be the least. But it still has the hot springs scene and all that.
Instinct is heading off. Sorry, I missed that message a little earlier. Instinct, you probably left by now. But bye if you're still here.
Take care. Thank you for coming in. And get better soon.
She's never told me.
Path Beyond the Dark, hello. That's your first comment of the day. Hello. The fact that Makoto is the only competent one is what makes the twist later hard for me to believe.
A few months ago.
Yeah, Morgana's pretty competent. He's just an ass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say she's the only competent one. Haru's also pretty competent.
And as for the twist later, we see that everybody sort of already figured it out, but I guess Makoto probably was the first to notify them, maybe?
Well, no. I can't really go into super detail, but we know it's Morgana who initially said it because he does like that.
Yes,
you notice that, right?
That's
kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Morgana's the first one to spot it, and then like everybody else gets informed later.
Yeah, that's
but,
correct.
We can't go into.
We'll stop right there.
Spoil. We can't go into super details, but we will reserve this discussion for later.
Yes, we got like 2 more palaces after this one before we're there.
Tend to jump from one topic to the next.
Birdman says, summoning Persona 4 as smashing cards. Something like tarot cards of what will happen in destroying the card will be denying the fate and creating a path for yourself.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah, thank you.
What Futaba needs is a safe place where nobody will threaten her.
Jay says the Phantom Thieves are just edgy Power Rangers and Joker is their Tommy Oliver. Well, I mean, Johnny Young Bosch was originally a Power Ranger, so...
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
That's how... I think that was one of his earliest points in his career. But yeah, either way, he's not a Phantom Thief. My point was we have had an actual Power Ranger become a Persona character.
Yeah.
I don't know. She just asks me for things that she wants.
Birdman says y'all got suspiciously quiet during the dark scene because we like that one.
Yeah, it's fun.
We just want to watch it just because it's funny.
And consequently, T993 follows up with that with saying, "Like zoinks, Joker, let's get out of here."
Better head home soon too.
Yeah. Path Beyond the Dark says, hate how they reference her fear of the dark and somehow get ghosts out of that in Strikers. I liked the one in Strikers.
He's abusing her.
I thought it was funny.
Wants her heart stolen.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one of the only signs of weakness we have with Makoto anyway.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's like she's so calm and collected all the time, but the moment it gets dark and scary, she turns to jello. I quite liked it. I didn't really like the Zenkichi being like, "Wait, you two dating?"
Yeah,
just because she like clutched his leg. That one, I was just like, "What? Why would clutching his what?"
But it was more. I just mainly didn't care for that so much because it was pretty much scene for scene the exact same reaction that Sojiro had in his house. Like, oh wait, I didn't know you two were dating. No, we're just friends. It was like line for line.
Deodorant Can says the new UI for Steam sucks. Yeah, the mobile app is also shit. I have hope for the deck, but we'll see. Don't bother having hope for the deck; it will still suck.
So
the problem, I think part of the problem is they don't make they don't make any of their designs based on as an actual app or experience or whatever. It's always basically a web browser within an application. It's never quite right. Like the phone app especially, that is very clearly a web browser. Like they couldn't be bothered to do it properly, so they just made a web browser, and it's so painfully obvious. It sucks.
Not to say arbitrary stuff online and add more fuel to the fire.
We gotta meet up for every goddamn little thing. Talk about a pain in the ass.
I mean, it is our fault.
T993, again, following up on our Comic-Con thing, says Comic-Con you could move around and everything and get from A to B without being so close, but if you're going to a stand, it would be like big huddles to look at stuff. Yeah, that's always the case, I suppose.
Wants her heart stolen must be related to what
at least you don't get bumped around. Like, normally you can hardly walk around without bumping into somebody, or like everybody's just kind of like butt cheek to butt cheek.
Yeah.
You know, it's like... It's really hard to just get a bit of space to yourself. So that's a bit better. I'm a bit concerned about the lack of hand sanitizing and lack of masks.
Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
What the?
Jay says in Persona 6, the protagonist is a YouTuber. Their friends are either modders or just people who they help out with their videos, just meeting them. You enter a world where there's 220 floors. I suppose we've never, since Risei, we haven't had somebody who's like in the spotlight.
No.
Per se. I guess Akechi actually is in the spotlight. But, Naoto was in the spotlight a bit.
Were you
but
just
not a
going to
lot.
go to sleep
Yeah.
without even wondering where I was? Take it the chief told you
yeah.
about Futaba, and then you guys disbanded in relief for now?
Why do you say that so annoyed?
You can't underestimate my intel gathering skills, you know. I was checking out the chief's house. I didn't think our Alibaba would be so young. She had long hair and a pretty young-sounding voice.
Birdhead says she's scared of orange-haired glasses girl, but can physically beat up
Probably about the
Onis.
same age as you
Yeah.
guys.
Well, she's scared of the dark. It's not so much, Futaba. It's just that
She completely
she doesn't like the
overheard
dark,
your
and
conversation.
somebody snuck up on her.
It's just more startled than anything.
Even if she can't take Medjed down directly, she might have some kind of lead on them.
And Path Beyond the Dark says, it's that it feels like they retcon what happened, like the fear of ghosts was always there.
Let's meet up again tomorrow. How about we do it in here? It's way too hot outside.
Did they?
Anyway.
I don't know.
I think the idea is that she's always been afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
Because she was always like even before you go into the building, she was nervous about it.
Yeah, there's like even in one of the jails in Strikers, like she as you go through it, she still consistently gets more and more terrified.
Futaba Sakura? She had one of these palaces? Hold on. While Medjed was
Again, literally just said the name of one of the conspirators. Yet later on, she'll be like, "Give me their names or whatever." As far as I remember, maybe it was literally that she had them all written down and she had a written confession that he had to just sign or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they just
I can't quite remember.
I think they just needed him to confess. Yeah.
If you're lucid enough for jabs, you can get back to your story. It's still unclear to us as to how the Phantom Thieves dealt with Medjed since their identity is unknown. If you tell me something coherent, I may
Chadster Slice says, I would be mad if Joker and Akechi are actually gay. I think it'd be fine.
Hmm?
Just let, make Joker bisexual or whatever, then you can choose whoever you want.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. I would pick Akechi in a heartbeat.
Yeah, sure, loads of people would also choose Yusuke as well.
Yeah, exactly. I could see him being bisexual.
We don't have time to waste.
I feel like, or pansexual.
Yusuke
I feel like he's
definitely.
more about I think pansexual because he'd be more about the people. He doesn't care about anything about them per se. He's just about people.
He sees beauty in everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I could see that. What I would hope is if they did allow, gay characters within Personas, that they don't make it so that you could just do everybody. Like if like a Y were to be an option, it wouldn't fit. It just he very clearly is not.
Yeah.
So don't even make it an option. I think it should just be specific characters.
Just date Yoshida.
Yeah, exactly. It's just some of it just wouldn't work, and it's just makes no sense. Not just because they're way older, but just it doesn't quite fit with them. Especially for instance, Ryuji, he's very clearly straight. Throughout the entire game, he's straight, and it's very obvious about that. So having him as a dating option just wouldn't feel right. It would just they completely change his character for the sake of letting them date or something.
Morning.
But I would be okay with I feel like Akechi could be gay or bisexual or whatever.
Interestingly, I just found out today that Fire Emblem Three Houses actually does same-sex marriages and all that.
Well, there you go. Nintendo's doing it. Why can't you, Atlas?
And they don't even do it with every single character, because in the real world, not everybody's gonna magically be bisexual.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, you with stuff like Yoshida or EY or Ryuji or whatnot. Not everybody is, so don't make everybody an option.
Yeah.
Same for the girls. It should do the same for the girls as well. I feel like you shouldn't be able to date every girl either.
Man, that assembly had me bored to tears.
Huh? Did you have school too, Yusuke?
I'm doing laundry, so these are the only clothes I had to wear.
You really should buy a couple more outfits.
Deodorant Can says the only good thing about the Steam UI is that you can change game icons and it's funny.
Well then,
Deodorant Can as well says we need more gay relationships in Persona. The closest we got was Kanji in 4. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That being said, we do know how Atlas does with the LGBT community, and they're not great at it.
No.
Aside from Kanji, which I think was done fairly well.
Yeah. And it's
and
as soon as Naoto comes in, it's not like, you know, they've given up the idea that he likes guys as well as girls. He could just be bisexual and all that. So like, that's probably the only time they got it somewhat right. But apart from Yosuke just sort of harping on him about that.
Yeah, my main point of nervousness for it would be that Atlas is not very good at doing LGBTQ IA plus. Sorry, I can't remember what the full thing is. They're just not great at it. Like Catherine Full Body, that wasn't great in terms of they had transgender representation in that one. That was done poorly, very poorly. And then like we said, in a previous part, we had the two people in Shinjuku.
Yeah.
Those two guys, like they got in trouble for. They're just not good at
She
it.
can then assist us with Medjed.
T93 says I started playing Destroy All Humans remake. Tell me more. After hearing your excitement for the second game getting remade. Yes, thank you. It's a great game. I love Destroy All Humans. It's very what I worry about the second one is it's supposed to be a caricature of all of humanity.
Yeah.
So like the Japanese people do like a very stereotypical like hurrah Japanese kind of
broken English accent
and stuff. I worry that people are gonna kind of latch on to that one as being racist or whatever, which
not helping that there's a kaiju monster that comes out.
Yeah. So I worry about that's not gonna have aged terribly well or whatever. But the whole point is it's supposed to be a caricature of all of humanity, not just them. Like everybody's equally given a bad rap in that game. So I hope that's how it's taken. That it's not specifically making fun of them; it's just making fun of all of humanity. Because even the Americans get made fun of as well, the hippies and everything, and everybody complaining about capitalism and stuff. And you get the stereotypical Russians as well, a stereotypical Brits as well. We get the stereotypical English, like everybody's like stiff upper lip, everything. Yeah. Like so,
these scones and whatnot.
I hope that's how it's taken. I really hope it hasn't aged badly. But I'm glad you're playing the first one because the first one, the remake, is pretty good. Some of the levels used to be really, really difficult in the original, and they did improve upon that in the remake. And didn't they keep in? There's like a spoiler. Like if you scan somebody's head with the twist with the final boss.
I'm not sure.
Did they keep that spoiler in? There's at some point you can scan somebody's head and it spoils the end basically. In the original.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
Yes, they did keep that in the remake. Yeah.
But I'm glad. I hope you're liking in the game. It's a childhood favorite of mine. I grew up playing the second one a lot. It's the first game I ever 100%ed. I love that game so much. The second one.
How about hell?
We don't have nearly enough clues.
If only we could ask her directly.
Jay says everyone is representing, and we should have an opportunity to create a protagonist. That'll probably be in a later series. That'd be cool to have full customization.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be quite hard to then make a canonical one that you can do in posters and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why they probably haven't done it yet. And he says, or your protagonist starts as a villain, but then he or she starts to become good and help others. That'd be an interesting idea. You start off like a bad person,
Yeah.
However, they still use their tactics to help, and even when friends decide, but over time it's used for good.
They sort of did that in Tales of Berseria as soon as Velvet got her demon powers. Like she just doesn't care about eating humans and whatnot and enemies. But then she starts using her powers for good eventually.
Very well. Let's
I think as well they sort of did that with, at least in the P3 anime, where he didn't care. Makoto Yuki just didn't care about anything or anyone, and he didn't want to help. So that's the closest they got to making him a bad guy.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that he did bad things, it's just that he refused to help when he was in the position to help. For at least the first movie, most of it, anyway.
Reaction whatsoever.
I think that's the closest we ever got. And Pantheon the Dark says, relationship with Akechi. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Pantheon, and then he says as well, can't say why, but that would be interesting because spoilers. Yeah, well, again, we can't go into it because of spoilers, but imagine how interesting that would be. I think that'd be great.
She's not responding again.
Does she not like us saying her name?
And Birdman says, Hawaii's not okay, but Oya is fine. Huh.
Oya is not fine.
Not really.
Yeah, just because we don't like Hawaii as an option, we also don't like Oya as an option. We also don't like Kawakami as an option.
The reason why we came here is because we need the keyword to enter your palace.
Chaster slices, I like Alice Hiragi from Strikers.
Alibaba.
She is like me.
She's like me.
Just
Josh had full thoughts on that in the Strikers review, but like I feel like she was just not quite fully done.
Yeah.
A little underbaked on character.
Yeah, she needed a little more to sympathize.
They had all the setup, but not the payoff.
Yeah.
T92 says, one thing that often happens with mods is that they make everyone buy, but the P3P1 does make some buy, others, while others are not.
Looks like you should.
That's a decent. I think that's a good mod to do. Especially if it means you don't have to put up with the stupid.
Ask something different.
Thing of people reversing their social link with you. That'd be nice. Just imagine the P3 problem where like they don't like you hanging out with the same gender, but it's for both boys and girls. That would just be a pain in the ass. You can't hang out with anybody.
Yes, it was plenty. You haven't forgotten your promise of helping us.
Pantheon Dark says, arguably Kanji was not done well, either given all the gay jokes by Yosuke.
That's what I was saying before. Yosuke just comes across as very homophobic in Persona 4.
You idiot!
The comments as well are kind of adding to that, saying, Deodorant Cat says, I never liked Yosuke, to be honest. Birdman says, Yosuke is a guy that just kind of exists. Just like me. He's always very hit or miss with me. I never have him in my party because I don't particularly like using him. And like you said, he can be very homophobic a lot of the time, and the creeping on the girls all the time just gets really on my nerves. Same reason I don't particularly like Teddy all the time.
Yeah.
He does occasionally get a good line in, but Teddy himself is a bit of a pain as well for the same reason. It's very hit or miss. Very of the time. I think that's where they kind of faltered with the Kanji being gay storyline.
Yeah, it was probably more acceptable at the time than it would be now, as you say.
Right in front of her room.
It's less acceptable, yeah, certainly.
This scene was also quite funny in the anime, and it's a shame.
Oh, how hot they were.
Yeah, and just how hot it felt on their feet.
It's the complete opposite of Kanashiro's bank.
It does make me wonder why it doesn't feel hot on the sand in the game.
Yeah. T93, so I'm really enjoying Destroy All Humans, and the changes to the remake is a lot more fun than the original. Yeah, I really like some of the changes they did. There are a few things about it that are like the upgrade system I'm not too big on. It seems a little tacked on to me because it wasn't in the original to that degree.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit out of place in the way it does it. But aside from that, I quite like all the changes.
All right, let's roll.
But I'm glad you're enjoying it. Again, it's a childhood favorite of mine, both the first and the second, but mostly the second.
Yeah.
Anime time.
Woo.
God, so poorly drawn.
Yeah. 0 out of 10.
People, yeah, 0 out of 10. Apparently, no, P3's looks better than this, apparently. According to P3 fans, this looks terrible, and P3's looks way better. Yep. Oh, yeah, and then we get the creeping. Never mind.
Didn't you have mineral water? I drank it already. How are the guys?
Deodorant Can says, following up on your comment, Josh, says, at the time it was alright, but that part didn't age well with the Yosuke.
Well, several parts didn't, but...
Yeah, I like the Band-Aid on the window. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, if you want to talk about things that really didn't age well, the scene with the beauty pageant and the cross-dressing and the people's reactions to it.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
Deodorant Cat says, much as P4, its flaws do exist. I also just like the moves Teddy makes on the girls, and it's super creepy. Well, just wait till Q.
Yeah. And
yeah, I
never laugh once.
Yeah, not a single time has it ever been funny. This is the thing I think a lot of people kind of forget is that no matter what your favorite Persona 4 is, even if you love, or sorry, whatever your favorite Persona is, it's got its flaws. All of them have flaws. None of them are perfect, but it's something the community seems to always forget when the arguments start. They're always like, no, this game's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. Blah, blah, blah. And they just refuse to accept that some things aren't quite right. I wish that would kind of change in the community. That they just accept that your game's not perfect. It can be your favorite. That's fine if it's your favorite. You can't lie and say it's perfect.
Hey guys, can we go in already? I'm gonna melt.
I always wonder with this particular palace is when you keep coming back in, why do you spawn right at the pyramid when they had to drive all the way there?
Yeah,
originally.
I guess they just have to keep driving all the way there. But yeah, palace time already.
Not quite yet.
Well, sort of. Yeah, we're almost there, pretty much. I mean, I guess we are practically there, but we do need to do a little bit of exploring outside of it. Just before we start investigating it proper.
Birdman says in Q it was so bad. Yeah, the Teddy stuff, that was bad. Deodorant Can says, is Q still worth playing? It looks fun. And also followed up with, I watched Trash or Treasure. I'm pretty familiar with that channel. Pretty good, actually. Review on asshole. Q. Yeah, he's just a real jerk. I know him in real life, but he sucks. But I watched Trash Treasure's review on Q. Well, thank you for watching the review.
Thank you.
I would say it's still worth it.
It is. It's worth playing the once, I would say, but it's not one I'm gonna go back to repeatedly, personally.
For me, Josh and I really differ on opinion with the Q games. I love the Q. I love Q1 a lot. I enjoyed it more than Josh did, and I'm happy to replay it again. Whereas Q2, I'm like, I enjoyed it, but it was good, and a decent game, sure. But I wasn't so into it. Whereas Josh was the complete opposite. You were kind of hating on Q1 a lot, but loved Q2 to bits.
I still like Q1.
I know. You still liked it enough,
yeah.
But it wasn't like. You had a lot of problems with it.
Yeah, I did have a lot of issues with it.
Whereas Q2 you loved to bits, and like I said, I'm the complete opposite to that.
Yeah.
So it's really down to your taste. It's very difficult at times. Be patient. But I would say it's worth playing. And if you're a bigger fan of the Phantom Thieves, then you can always play Q2 first because they don't connect in any way.
Yeah.
There's no spoilers or whatever because. Like, it just doesn't connect. Also, if you're a FemC fan, Q2 has FemC in it, whereas Q does not.
Oh, yeah, FemC at her finest.
Yeah, FemC's brilliant in Q2. She's amazing. and adorable. Like, at some point, she's dressed in a cop outfit, and it's just the most adorable little thing ever.
It's doubtful.
And also, you just want to give her a hug after trying
Yeah,
to find her friends.
I felt so bad for her. Like, she just kept trying to find her friends, and she never did. Oh, goodness. When she finds C's as well, and it's not her C's, and she's just like, why does nobody remember me? Oh, heartbreaking.
Shut up for a bit. Those who plunder my tomb, why have you come?
Hi, Erica Limbeck.
Hi.
But
What are you saying? You want us to steal it, right?
If you believe you can steal it, then try as you might. That's rather defiant sounding.
Perhaps this is that tsundere.
So a lot of hate in the comments for the cross-dressing scene
on the mood.
in Q4. I'm glad to see that a lot of us hate that.
There is no way
Yeah,
to steal it.
it's not great.
Pathfield Dark says, yeah, sexualized the harass character. Good job, Atlas. We love you, Atlas, but come on. Jordan Cat says, oh god, the cross-dressing, I remember that now. God, I skipped all of that.
Murderer?
Birdman says, like, what the hell? Yeah, it's just the worst.
Hey.
And T-Night is also coming back to your question there. I do think it's a bit weird how far away they start off in this palace, but it never happens again.
Yeah.
I did it.
What?
Well, hi.
I am the one who killed my mother.
Quick, somebody put a hand through her stomach or something. See if it works.
what was that?
My mother exists here. I will remain here.
Pathfield the Dark says, I want to know how they entered Madarame's palace and landed right where Joker and Ryuji were. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I guess...
Well, that was where the closet was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was just thinking that they ran out of the closet and then entered. So, I think that would be how... It was just based on location.
Yeah.
Again. Creepy child. You killed her. You're a plague.
How come this never happens again in this game?
Yeah, it just immediately goes away as soon as you recruit her.
Yeah, I feel like even though they obviously steal her heart and everything and make it better, that wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
I feel like it would still... I guess because she would no longer feel the blame? I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
No! Someone help me!
I feel like this should have happened more.
Damn it! What the hell?
This is bad.
By the way, the gallows are after this. You're close.
Yep. Finally.
Finally. Thank you, Birdman.
What now?
Pathfield and Dark says Atlas poking fun at itself for forgetting the FMC.
Yeah, now they just need to do the same with Persona 1 and 2.
Yeah, they need. We need Q3 and it has every protagonist and every character from every game.
Hmm.
Although knowing Atlas, they would still add no backup XP.
Yep.
Wait.
Alright.
You're right.
It's one of the more boring Palace music.
I see a lot of popularity for this
good.
track.
It's not bad, but it's just like it's not like upbeat or interesting.
Yeah,
per se.
it's not one of my personal favorites either, but I know a lot of people really like it.
T.A says Joker enters the tomb and costume turns into Lara Croft. I would pay good money to see that.
That day is fast approaching.
He would rock it. I feel like.
Yeah, he would.
Have not made any notable actions.
Like square boobs and everything.
Will carry out their cyber terrorism?
In order to stop them, we need to help Futaba Sakura before the 21st. Our deadline is about 2 days prior, so the 19th.
Pathfield and Dark says, well, they do contextualize why they start far away. It's because Futaba views outside her room as being far away. Her sanctuary, aka room, is isolated from the world in her head. Well, I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is everyone fine with this place being...
Deodorant Can says the remix of this palace theme was awesome. Is that from the dancing game?
We must take care not to be...
Possibly, yes. But yeah, I think it's about on par, I would say.
Oh, yeah, Deodorant says dancing in starlight, yeah.
Man, this is gonna...
The remix is mostly kind of bleh to me on Dancing in Starlight. Josh covered it in his review of it as well.
Yeah, that's like a couple of exceptions, but yeah, they're generally a bit just eh.
I think the best remixes are in Dancing All Night?
The fourth one,
or Dancing in Moonlight. Either one have really good remixes of the songs. I think I have more remixes of the from Moonlight, come to think of it, on my saved playlist of video game music. I think I mostly have P3 remixes, because they're just some really good... part of the problem is that a lot of them are Burn My Dread. They do a lot of remixes of Burn My Dread in that game.
Since you were transformed.
But I still think they're I think it probably is the best one. I'm not sure. What would you say as the best remixes?
Persona 4, I would say personally.
I can think of Specialist. The remix of Specialist is amazing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't. Nothing.
I like the Reach Out to the Truth one that right at the end as well. And,
oh yeah. Again, this never happens again.
But 3 has some really good ones too. I don't know. I think they're about tied. Actually, come to think of it, because I think when it comes down to it, I have there's the same amount of remixes I do between the 3 and 4 dancing games.
Deodorant Can says most of the remixes are meh, but P3 nailed the remixes. Yeah, my same. I think they have the best, most varied ones. T92 says P5 dancing story kind of put me off in the first 5 minutes. What story? Haha.
Yeah.
First 5 minutes, well, P4 dancing, I really enjoyed. P4 dancing story, you really enjoyed? Oh my goodness.
No, not for me. Sorry.
Aside from the really dark bit towards the end, this story sucks in my opinion.
It does. It's awful.
I mean, if you like it, you like it. But for us,
I would still take that over Arena's story, though.
Yeah, true.
It's shorter for one thing.
Yeah, the P5 and P3 dancing stories are just garbage.
At the very least, the 3 and 5 stories are they're more merciful because it's mostly just social interactions and such, which fits more with the Persona IP.
Birdman says, I recently was trying to listen to the majority of Persona OST. It was very mixed when I got to P4D. Yeah. Again, I'm not sure. I can't... Aside from Specialist, I cannot remember any of them I particularly enjoyed. And also, I'm not looking forward to P3 and God P5 remixes. Definitely the P5 dancing game is the worst of the 3 for the remixes and whatnot. As Josh says in his review, as we mentioned again in previous parts, they released it too soon.
Yeah, they did.
They should have waited till Royal and or Strikers had come out, because then they would have had those songs that they could have added in, and it wouldn't have been so many remixes of the same songs. Part of the problem as well is the songs in P5 are so good and so unique that it's really hard to remix them well.
Indeed.
It's just really hard.
Any ingredients? There are.
What
Sweet.
do you want to do?
Deodorant Cat says, if they ever make a P6 dancing game, then my only hope is that they don't add story. All 3 of the stories suck in for being the best. Rhythm games don't need story or context. That is our opinion as well.
Yeah, definitely.
What you said it in your review, your dancing game, don't pretend to be more than you are, or something like that. It was pretty much how you summed it up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, P4 was definitely the best of the 3, but it still doesn't make it good. Aside from the really, really dark twist towards the end.
Yeah.
That one was just out of nowhere. But I know Atlas, they'll never do a Persona without a story to it. They seem to refuse the idea of doing a Persona without any sort of... without the story tying in somehow.
Yeah.
There always has to be an explanation or something, and it's really annoying.
Alright, Palace time again.
And as much as I love the story in Strikers, I am saddened by what it means for replayability, in that there aren't a bunch of levels you can play like in Hyrule Warriors or Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity or Fire Emblem Warriors, where it's literally just mission structure, and you can and they can just do as many missions as they damn well please. Or whatever, because it's story based in Strikers, that means there's no potential for DLC. I'll never get to play Strikers any more than I already have. Very annoying.
Hey.
Right. Rank 9.
Let's go.
Silas G says, I enjoyed them for funny rhythm game. I wouldn't expect much in terms of story. Yeah, you go in, you're not expecting anything really good.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Silas G.
Hello.
I don't think we've had you before?
No, I don't believe we have.
No.
Welcome.
Welcome! Deodorant says, as a massive rhythm game fan, it would be nice to not have to complete a master story to play all the songs. Yeah,
that would be nice.
That would be nice. Or at least like a cheat code or something you could put in.
In this day and age, what's a cheat code?
Well, we say that. Monkey Ball had one.
I suppose, yeah, Monkey Ball Banana Mania did.
Yeah, Banana Mania, if you're on the main menu after the press start thing, and you're just sat there in the main thing before picking any modes or whatever, you can do a certain combination. It will play the lyrical full version of Hello Banana if you do the cheat code for it. In 2021, we have a game with a cheat code.
Yep.
God, I miss cheat codes.
Yeah, I do too. Come on, you're almost there. You're at rank 9. Just get ready to level up next time.
T993 says P4 story was just stupid enough to be funny, and seeing Naoto dancing was so adorable.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. She's one of the better dancers. I think Kanji's the worst dancer. Oh no, Teddy's the worst dancer. Except when he's out of his costume. Then Kanji, I would say.
Yeah.
And Naoto's pretty good. I like her dancing outfit with the suspenders and stuff. Although I kind of got really annoyed if you compare it to her original outfit and her current in the dancing outfit. They for some reason like increased the bust size.
Yeah.
In the dancing one, like it's just unnecessary given what she's about and everything. And her character, it's not fitting at all. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Wish they could just leave well enough alone.
It'd be nice.
26 days, holy crap, says Enko. We'll never make it. There's not enough time. Silas G says thanks. You're welcome. Welcome again.
Ryuji's not going to be ready to rank up to 10 next time. Damn it.
Tina says, I think P5 Strikers wouldn't get DLC, but could get a P3 or P4 version. Exactly, that's the problem.
Yeah.
If they didn't freaking try and tie it into story, we could have got DLC, and I could have played more of it, but no. Yeah, my only hope now is that they do a P3 or P4 version now, and even then, they'll probably make a story out of that one, and I can't keep replaying that one.
Yeah.
Burnout says, imagine cheat codes in P5R. There would have to be a cheat code for 100% compendium. That would be nice.
Yeah, and
although knowing them, they would make it that it wouldn't give you the achievement, to be annoying.
That should have been something you could do in for like. Oh, Akechi's ready to level up.
Akechi,
Akechi or Chihaya.
4 people need your attention.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, Akechi. I'm gonna get a Chihaya up.
No. Akechi appears really inconsistently.
We still have time though to rank him up to max. We still have time. We have like 4 months. Like what's he at currently? And Akechi's only gonna get harder to level up later on. But yeah, he's at rank 3, so we have a few months. I think we'll be all right.
Silas G says it's pretty cool to get more P5 style models for the P3 and P4 characters there. Yeah, I really like that. It's part of the sad thing when it comes to what we really want Persona 3 remake or whatever. And if you look at the P3 Dancing in Moonlight, like the backgrounds are all there, the character models are all there, just remake it.
Yeah.
Like there's Tartarus right there.
I mean, that is like granted that is like maybe 15% of the work done there, but yeah. That's a start.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the character models. Just use them, please. You even have Makoto Yuki in Royal. You have a Makoto Yuki model.
Yeah.
Just use it, please.
Here we go.
Theodore Cat says, Yosuke's dancing I loved. I know I said I dislike him, but man's got moves. Yeah, he's one of the better ones. I would rank him probably 3rd. I think Yu's the best one. Then... Nanako, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
then probably Naoto, then Yosuke, I would say. Yeah.
What shall we do?
Naoto second, Yosuke third, I'd say. Yukiko probably one towards the bottom, I would say, because she's mostly ballet type deal, which is just kind of lame. I think the worst dancer in all the games is Makoto Nijima. Because hers is not dancing, it's literally just like her doing Aikido. I get the idea behind it, and it fits with her character that she wouldn't know how to dance.
Yeah.
And that is the closest she could do, but it just looks really awkward and doesn't work.
What?
Silas G says could have been like a tech demo kind of thing. Yeah. They've got the assets. They could do something.
Yeah.
Icy Flames
give
says,
us something.
hello, Icy Flames. Says Nanako was the best dancer.
Oh, totes. Although, incidentally, the Junes remix is one of my favorite tracks in the game.
Yeah, exactly. This is our favorite. Deodorant Can says, do you know what would have been awesome? Dojima dancing. Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they never really brought him in. I guess you can dress up you like Dojima. That's the closest you can get.
Yeah.
What about Ryuji's dancing? I'd probably, if we're going with just the 5 dancing, then I would probably Makoto worse, then him second worst dancer. Then Haru, because hers is ballet and boring. It's not bad, it's just boring.
Yeah. I would probably say the same as well.
Itachi Dojima Fever Time, says Icy Flames. Yeah!
Oh, totally, yeah.
That'd be great.
Goodbye.
Deodorant Can says didn't like much of the dancing in 5. It all felt like dancing, felt less like dancing, more like doing random poses and walking around. Joker is really good at dancing.
Yeah.
I can see what you mean though. Look at use case from 5, it's pretty lame. Yeah. He's not great either. Ons is alright.
Yeah.
Morgana does what he can being a cartoon cat.
And as you said, you said, Jude, Haru's isn't bad per se. It's just ballet's just not something we watch.
Icy Flame says I enjoy P3D much more than P5D. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier as well. It's overall a little bit better.
Yeah.
Not only does it have the better remixes, which is sad to say, given how awesome the Persona 5 soundtrack is, but it just overall feels a little bit nicer. I think that people dance a little bit better. Like Makoto Yuki's good at dancing, Mitsuru's good at dancing. Much as I hate her, Yukari's pretty good at dancing. Fuka is just kind of meh.
Yeah, not really much.
Ken's really dorky and lame.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
it's a crime Koromaru isn't even there.
Ken also has possibly the worst tracks in the game too.
Yeah, he has the worst remix in Mass Destruction.
Oh my god, that remix of Mass Destruction is just awful.
Birdman says, actually, funny thing, in Arena Dojima was supposed to summon Nanako to attack, and I don't know how to feel. Really? I want to see that.
Yeah.
Persona 6, they summon Persona by dancing, says T993. Please, God, no.
You can't make us... Okay. You know what, we should probably start upgrading our guns, because it's been a while.
That's what you're choosing.
Yeah. Looking at those stats.
Hellfire.
Yeah, that's a lot. There's a bit of a stat increase there.
Yeah.
Get Ons at least. Her gun's like the best one in the game.
Well, I don't know how often I'm going to be using On that much, and plus, I think Makoto's needs upgrading severely as well. On's... Okay, just a few yen off, but that's okay. We could probably sell some stuff.
Yeah, brass knuckles and stuff.
Yeah.
Goat leather whip you can sell.
I thought I did sell that.
I guess that's fine.
Okay.
Grateful.
That should do it.
Okay. All right, which one?
There we go.
Oh, and as a playable character, it's on the wiki apparently. Nanako is a playable character in the arena game. I would feel bad beating her up. I imagine that's why she was not there.
Yeah.
Deodorant guesses I could just imagine Makoto standing up in Kanashiro and boogieing down. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Makoto, it's literally just Akido, so she's not even dancing per se. It's not even boogieing.
Right, so we need a few more to get some of...
Alright.
Get Joker's, newest little armor.
She says Atlas said no to letting them have Dojima. From what I remember, it was because they didn't want to have him doing harm. I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
It would, not especially if Nanako was there too. It would be weird for an adult to be beating up kids if they're not a bad guy.
Yeah, it would be a bit.
Yeah, or if you're not a Velvet Room attendant who just beat up kids as a hobby.
You should be grateful. I guess that's fine.
Right, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the best armor for Joker here, but yeah, I should probably get some medicinal items from Takemi, and then we'll head in and do the quick desert bit in the palace, and then we'll call it for the day, I think.
Please head to the exam room. Okay,
Right.
which one?
Where's that?
Take your time.
There we go. So let's get.
That should work.
Get two of these now.
Sorry, I misunderstood apparently. So no, it was going to be Dojima was playable and he would summon Nanako.
You want that one?
Yeah.
Not Nanako as a separate.
Take care.
I see. Okay, think. Good.
Nanako with a persona would be amazing.
Definitely. Right.
Okay.
She never faced her true self.
Hey.
Actually.
Huh?
She had a
No,
a
she never did.
dungeon. She never saw her her shadow.
Nanako?
Yeah.
Well, that's because it was more Namatame's.
Well, exactly. I know, but like Namatama, well, she had to have a shadow in there for there to have even been a dungeon. It wasn't his dungeon. It was her dungeon, and he just happened to be there.
I don't know.
All right.
There we go.
I'm honestly surprised.
Ryusuke and Yusuke have showtime now.
Just been normal cities outside of the distortion itself.
Showtime.
We didn't even know we were in a palace our first time going into Kamoshida's.
That's still part of the palace, though. The city may not have been distorted, but it was cognition. The palace rulers may have been criminals, but they were social enough to know the city layout. But Futaba probably doesn't. In fact, I'd bet she isn't even interested in the outside world.
Hence why the whole thing is a bleak desert. Understandable, considering her lifestyle.
I doubt many famous
Tony
criminals are
says,
like
from what I read, it was asked, but they said not right way with a hell no. Why would you even think?
Might not necessarily be the case.
Oh.
Many upper-class citizens travel.
It would be really weird.
They don't.
I mean, they still put Adachi in.
City life.
Birdman's making fun of you. This is Ryusuke. Yo, what up, Ryusuke?
I mean, that if Ryuji and Yusuke became a couple, that would be their stage name.
Ryusuke.
Thanks.
I have to say though, the topic.
Deodorant Can says, I remember disliking Nanako for most of the game. Her obsession of Juness was painful, and at the end scene was confusing.
Nanako was a national treasure that we should all protect.
She's a delight. Yeah.
At least once.
Huh. You don't got a damn thing but art in that head of yours, huh?
But it's true that an observant criminal could have a true-to-reality city in their palace. Although even if such a place did exist...
Indeed.
Foreshadowing, baby.
Let's infiltrate the palace.
Just a little bit of foreshadowing, maybe? a little bit of foreshadowing.
Alright, so like I said, we need to investigate a desert just before the palace itself, so it doesn't take long at all, so we'll very quickly do that before we end things here.
Persona 2, Innocent Sin, battle music, go!
Yay!
At long last.
Dude's been waiting a long time for this. Whee!
Whee!
Ah, sand in my pants and everything. Yeah, we gotta go inside first, just so Shadow Futaba can kick us out. This is the weird thing about that little platform there. Usually when you hold down R2, you can automatically just jump across them, but for whatever reason at that one specific point, you have to press X, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Fiona Cat says, I'm sorry, it just felt like Atlas was forcing us to like her. Just for that end scene. Okay, I'll just shut up now. My opinion. Well, if you don't like her, you don't like her. It's fine with us. We're not gonna hate on you for it. I can see your argument as well. You presented it well. As you weren't just a jerk about it, like a lot of Persona SMT fans would be. So go ahead and stick by your opinion.
Yeah.
I had thought I would never.
We keep mentioning how Yukari is an awful person, and
yeah, we can't stand Yukari.
But we still get Yukari fans coming in here, and
yeah,
doesn't bother us.
Don't understand them, but we they're there.
You wish to proceed.
Like seriously, cannot fathom how anybody can like her.
Deal, you say?
There is a town.
Literally, I just again started playing the answer yesterday, and literally her first moment when she comes in was her being awful. Like, Aegis was injured, she could have been dead, possibly, but no, she comes in, it's just like, ugh, what a pain, I had to come here. It's like, what? Seriously? Somebody could have died, and that's your thought? That's your first thought? Oh, I hate her.
We'll need to head outside if we want to go to the town.
It's like she just did not grow as a character throughout the entire game. I don't like people saying like her arc or whatever. I just cannot understand it. It's just like she's the exact same at the end of the game as she was at the start.
Yes.
And that's my controversial opinion on Yukari.
Nah, I don't think that's controversial at all. I think it's about half and half in terms of the fandom, like in terms of those who really like her and those who really hate her.
Hey. Oh.
Alright, who do I want to switch? I guess Ryuji for now.
Thanks.
Alright, this is the only way to the town.
T93 says, I think if they could just translate P2 on PSP, they could all put all the PSP Persona games on PS4/PS5 easily. Yeah, they could really do it easily, but that would require them to acknowledge the first two games.
Yeah. Whoop.
Deodorant Can says, I didn't mind Yukari at Star 3, but I haven't gotten far enough to hate her yet. She's awful!
And music.
Yeah! My favorite battle music.
Just in the entire series.
Yep. Damn it, you killed him too fast.
Okay. We'll get more chances.
Birdman says, I think like a couple years ago, people only hated Yukari. You two were part of it.
Show me your
Well, Yukari, I don't. Tina says, Yukari, I just don't mind her. She seemed very vanilla in personality. She's just awful to everybody for no good reason.
Yeah.
Usually, when somebody's that awful, they grow and eventually become nice or at least become civil. She never does. She's just always mean or awful or thinking about herself and nobody else. It's just awful.
And yep, it's worse in the answer.
Yeah, like I said, in the answer, literally like the first thing when she appears and comes to the dorm is literally her complaining that she had to even come at all because Aigis was injured. Oh, excuse me for nearly dying. So sorry to take out of your busy schedule. And won't shut up about her dad.
Yes.
Makoto Yuki lost both his parents and he never talks about it.
Yeah.
Take a page out of his book. What about her mom? She hardly talks about her.
Well, that's the subject of her whole social link.
Yes, I know that's the subject of her social link, but she still doesn't really talk about her a lot in the main game, like if you're not doing the social link.
What?
So this guy's got to run away from us, but he's really easy to to catch.
Very, very slow. Makoto's a silent protagonist, though. Yeah, but in the anime, he still doesn't talk about it. And he talks there. He hardly speaks about it outside of, I'm a little depressed. That's it. Her mom is said to just be going from boyfriend to boyfriend, from what I remember. Yeah, that's part of her social link and stuff. But I'm talking about through the main story. At least she hardly mentions her mother. It's just all about her dad all the time. You'd think that she would mention both of them frequently.
Yeah.
Mitsuru does a similar thing. She doesn't mention her mom at all, does she?
No.
I like Mitsuru, but it's not a problem with. It's not too much of a problem. It is weird that she doesn't mention her mother when she mentions her dad so much. But yeah, it's a bit of an issue. Nobody talks about their parents.
Easiest mini boss in the game because he's mainly weak to gun attacks. So just shoot him once. Oh no, I think they changed it. Okay, maybe they changed it in Royal. I might be wrong. Never mind, forget what I said.
Guardine, reflect, block. What a great interaction.
It used to be that you had to just use guns and that was it.
Yeah. Berman says, you all like the animes or not?
Well, we haven't finished them yet, so
yeah. We've watched the Japanese P5 one.
Wait, did I use Joker at all?
You shot the gun.
That's not right.
You didn't use Arsene.
That's good.
Sorry, you didn't use a persona, you used your gun.
Yeah, I just realized Arsene is still in lockdown again. This has happened again.
Do this again. Stop doing this.
I keep forgetting he's in lockdown. All right, I'm just not gonna put him in lockdown anymore.
Yeah. This is getting too risky.
Yeah, it
is. So we watched through the Japanese P5 one and we enjoyed it. It's not the best drawn all the time, but it's still enjoyable. We're part of the way through the English version. P4 anime we like a lot. I particularly like the Yu's fight with Margaret at the end. The music as well is really great for that. We haven't. Have you watched the Golden anime?
Part of it, not all of it just yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Golden anime, and we've watched the first P3 movie, and that was pretty good. And Chris says, "Oh no, not again!"
Yeah.
God damn it, man! Pay attention to where your Arsene is.
Can anyone get us out of this?
Are you ready? You're gonna regret that.
All right.
And now for a show.
T93 says, going by feeling of both, Makoto is kind of numb from his parents' loss, while Yukari is more mad at hers.
Oh, man, just what I want. Get out of my face! Chew on this!
They discussed this as a move.
Yes.
I'm gonna be eating a bowl of ramen. Somebody's gonna interrupt, and I'm gonna get angry. And we're gonna kill him. Brilliant.
Yeah. I don't know how the conversation between Makoto and Haru goes with regarding the wrestling stage either. Like, Mako-chan, how did we get a wrestling ring in the palace right there and then?
Yeah. Pardon me. Deodorant Can says, my biggest hope for P6 is a randomizer. I love randomizers, especially Pokemon and Majora's Mask. Do you mean like things can be different each playthrough kind of thing? Or like with Mementos, each floor is different, stuff like that?
I'm just thinking, I might have accidentally used Miragi on the Sandmans at the beginning.
Oh my god!
Okay, so next
Null and void!
Yep, okay, so, alright, next part, we might need to do this again, and I'll get Arsene, so that...
Can you, do you have a save from before?
I do not, so I'll have to skip through the cutscenes.
Boo! You failed!
Okay, so, that wasn't good. My god, okay. I'm ashamed. But anyway, thanks everybody for just coming in right at the end and seeing my big ass blunder. But next time we'll just do that whole town bit again.
Echo says playthrough invalid.
Yep, playthrough invalid indeed. I'll skip through the cutscenes after reloading my save. We'll start the town bit again, and then we'll do the whole palace afterwards. Might be able to make it to the end, so I think we should be good. But yeah, after yeah. But I'm
people
just
in the chat say, "Well, you brought it upon yourself. Guess got to restart the game now."
I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault. Yeah, like I said, I'm just not going to put Arsene in lockdown anymore and improve his stats. And we're going to be getting the gallows soon anyway, so there's no point in doing it anymore.
For shame, you again, fraud. Spurvan, you're a fraud.
All right, that's my fault. My apologies. Well, like I said, we'll redo this whole part. It didn't take long at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, in terms of my projects, moving on from my big ass blunder. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. The stream went off for a minute. So yeah, in terms of my projects, nothing much has changed. I'm going to be doing Tokyo Mirage sessions. They're just gonna be doing a whole Trasher video on that, and then afterwards we're gonna be doing Metroid Dread before SMT 5 comes out, and I can start getting to work on that. So yeah, Jude, have you got anything else?
Not much changed since last week. I have a evoker design, a 3D print design of the evoker that I'm thinking I might do so I might be selling. If anybody's interested in having an evoker that is as close to screen accurate as possible. It changes because in the anime it changes every freaking scene it's in, it's different. And I was playing the answer yesterday and discovered that for some reason in that game alone, it has texture on the grip. I don't know why. But if you're interested in maybe having an evoker your own, I'm in the middle of printing hopefully the final version of it. And soon I will probably be selling evokers that are as accurate as possible to the game and the animes.
Awesome. And with that, thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you next time as we go through the palace in full. Take care.